All right, guys, welcome back. It is July 4th. Happy America Day. We are on 121 session, and we are currently getting ready for the next opportunity of checkpoint for Zone 1. We have Chung Po left to do 4 months and a bit, and I have 2 weeks remaining. Savalar and Lyron has let's say 4 days remaining. Just
Indeterminate.
just throw a number out there. So yeah, Chung Po, why don't you start off the session with a wonderful bang and have at thee.
Alrighty. Chunpo would like to spend some time working in his poison vaults, creating the requested poison for Lyron. And poison and antidote.
Okay. Make a roll. A poison roll.
Woo! The poisoning, poisonous poison rolls. And then... Oh, wrong button. No. There we go. A success plus 38.
Okay.
Cool.
Make poison.
It was requested that it can, let's see, drain, not fatigue, fatigue. Just drain actual fatigue, but then really I just need to make sure that I made the cure as well.
Make another poison
Where
roll.
did I write it down? Zero. Bam. Success plus 40.
You have an antidote.
Alrighty. Okay, that was fast. Is that just even a DTS? Or 2 DTS? Arguably?
No, it took all 4 months plus change right down to the last moment. We'll go right into the opportunity. No breaks. No stop.
Was there other things that Poe wanted to do instead of helping his companion, though? Or did you get your other stuff done?
Like,
There was no time.
I guess any improvements you make to yourself would also be improvements to your clone, anyway.
Yeah. Chunpo tries to tidy up and make the sanctuary look just a nicer cut of the area. Some nice flat walls, and I don't know, just besides cleaning with his poison, because he can do that. Could I also check above and below us? Because I thought that the Marauder took some stuff, but I wasn't quite sure how much and if I could gather more stuff within the 4 months.
Hold on there, bud. You said above and below?
Okay. Above us and below, or in the Sword Sanctuary, because if we went below, it got hotter, and trying to go above where our sanctuary was, it provided, I thought Yeah, because I remember the metal chunks, but I can't quite remember what above provided, and I can't remember what was taken, if anything was taken. By the sword marauder.
Yeah. So above has sword shard fragments. Like those big old metal chunks that are really sharp. And below gives you
Yeah.
sword crystals. And it gets really hot.
Gotcha. Those. I what what did sword crystals provide?
Cultivation materials, resources, extra progress, bonuses to rolls.
Okay.
You also use them to nurture swords.
Ready? I think also in 4 months, Chunpo still needs to request 2 swords. Swords that would be more optimal for heavy combination use. I don't believe that he is, because the last sword I remember having was the alabaster sword that was planted into the mountain. And now my poison sword got broken, so within the 4 months, that would definitely be something that I would need to request and have either however much time is needed for that. Um, also I need to check with Craw anyway with the armor that he was making from the horde, or from the lizard with the horde.
By the time it's ready to start the opportunity, if you show up a little bit before, it'll be ready.
Okay. Does Craw do swords? Or are they more dissecty people?
You can
Person.
always ask.
Um, the summoning that Savalar did Savalar, are they always in the Ori, or are they like, was that a temporary they were in the Ori?
That was just a visual for you.
Yeah.
Gotcha, they aren't there anymore. Could I ask Aethram? I don't know, because I know that Aethram's is Lyron's master. Wait a minute, I can talk to Lorekeeper, I bet.
Sure.
I'll speak with Lorekeeper about, Master, what is the best way to, or should I be trying to, Master, should I request a sword through Elder, or I am without swords and a little self-conscious about it now.
Are you out of a fancy sword? Or are you out of swords?
Well, I guess it would be a fancy sword that I am. A specified sword, I think, would be a well-made sword. Maybe not. I don't know, fancy enough.
You have plenty of swords. You may not have plenty of fancy swords, though.
I was wanting to create 2 swords that were very durable and were emphasized with weight, and have them be a set. And should I be trying to build something through the sword cradle?
I mean, you always
Because I
can.
thought that was a different type of sword. Okay.
It is a different type of sword.
Um,
Mr. Poe, all swords are sharp, all swords are heavy, all swords can be swung around, and you can kill your target with them, even if it's a dull, chipped piece of shit. It's still a sword. You're just being
'Cause
picky.
okay.
your aura is sharp and heavy.
Oh. Yeah, I can just wreath everything in aura, and that's the sharp part. And heavy.
Yes.
I was worried about durability with my own blade because my combination is leaning towards breaking other people's blades or I think I inadvertently created a sword breaker mentality.
So, do you need a stick, like a really durable stick instead of a sword?
Um, kinda? I was thinking of something super dense metal and have that just be the sword and whatever sharpness I would need, I guess, through the aura. And and I guess also, well, being able to wield them while in tree guardian form was also something I was interested in. But if I can just make it a really big sword stick, or just make it heavy wooden swords, then
So many requirements.
more of not so much a requirement, more of just well, a requirement in how I could picture it. I wouldn't think that a random stick that just fell off a tree, just died, I could pick up and swing like the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or it wouldn't have the same impact that I'm trying to have.
Oh, isn't it?
It doesn't. Mm,
You're putting up a
One more
lot of
time, what?
roadblocks. Wouldn't it have the same impact?
Because it's a twig that just I could snap between my fingers. It couldn't block or even break a sword, could it?
Oh, my sweet summer child. You have reached a level of swordsmanship that most masters, even grandmasters, even martial ancestors of the earthly road, covet and have strived their entire life and still have failed to do. What you can and can't do with your swordsmanship is, I don't really have a good word for it other than nebulous. Who knows what you can and can't do? But I know you can take a twig from a tree and cut a fortress in half.
This opportunity might be very, very interesting.
So you can even probably wield an object that is not sharp. You could probably wield an object that's not heavy. You could probably wield an object that hardly even looks like a sword and definitely isn't one. And yet, in your hands, it's sharp, it's heavy, and definitely a sword. Why do you keep putting up roadblocks for yourself? Why do you keep convincing yourself that you can't when you definitely can?
The I thought that there were requirements.
There were. You blew past them a long time ago.
10 years ago.
Yes. So,
All right. I guess I'm also trying to create something that was going to make me stronger, but if none of that even matters because the requirements aren't there anymore, is
a
there
sword that makes you
even
stronger?
a sword that fit with what I could do? Heavyweight, heavy, a lot of weight and a lot of speed. So I was thinking of something heavy and durable to bash against my enemies. But if I can just bash somebody even with a twig, and it just didn't matter, and I don't have to worry about the durability of my own weapons, then
I mean, you, in the opportunity to come, bring a whole bunch of twigs. Because you'll be fighting yourself, who has the same level of swordsmanship as you. So bring a bunch of twigs. Bring a bunch of swords that you don't care gets destroyed. Bring stuff. What you need at this moment, but not necessarily for the immediate future, is a fancy sword.
okay.
Fancy sword, and yes, you get to say it like a goober, just like I did, is because it is just exactly that. It's so fancy. It can change sizes. It's super sharp and contradictably extremely easy to swing, but it has incredible weight. It's so sharp, staring at its edge might give you a paper cut. It's fancy. Some incredible blacksmith probably made it for you. Got all sorts of fun little knickknacks and doodads, and it can do a whole bunch of stuff. And honestly, that's just it. It's fancy. Is it good? Sure. Can you do a whole bunch of stuff with it? Yes. Do you feel like a mad lad and feel really cool wielding it? Absolutely. Do you need it to cut a mountain in half? You can do it with a leaf. You don't need a fancy sword with your swordsmanship to cut shit. You're no longer reliant on a sword. You're only reliant on your perspective and your willingness to do something about it. Why don't we practice? Come on. Come here.
Alrighty. Yep. Yes. Stand ready.
They're going to take you to the very top of the current mountain. They're going to
Okay.
set up a comfy little folding chair that they're going to promptly sit down on. And they're going to get a big old bottle of sake and 1 cup just for themselves. And they're going to point at a mountain in the distance, one that's already been kind of fucked up by your tree. Cut it.
Mm.
That one. That mountain in the distance. Cut it.
Chunpo wants to practice and just cuts, extends his hand or raises his hand above his head and slices down with just his hand, saying, "I can cut this mountain with my
Okay.
hand from back all the way over here."
Yes. And you have the will to do so.
Yep, that's
All right, you
already a
trace
dead
the line,
mountain.
and it
Mhm.
there's no response. There's just a quiet. And about half the way through the bottle, you're just like, see, I need a sword. That you hear a interminable that echoes, like something giving way, and you watch the mountain along that cut line. See?
Okay.
You could do that with a leaf, a twig. It's a little harder with a piece of hair because it's a little floppy, but if you technically you still could do the same with a piece of hair. You can kill most practitioners on the path with your swordsmanship alone. Gets a little tricky because your cultivation's behind the times, but your swordsmanship isn't. If you were to stay on the earthly road, you'd be considered a sword god.
Oh.
Yeah.
The scale of everything. I know because what was it? Eclipse keeps saying Eclipse is far surpassing all of this.
Oh,
We have
he's a
reached step 1 for Eclipse, right?
yes, he's a big blowhard, and he's part of the 1% club of the Cosmic Road. Don't take everything he says to heart. He's also kind of a vicious, ruthless bastard. So he served his purpose. You guys paid an exorbitant sum to have him teach you swordsmanship. Good.
I am a sword god.
On the earthly road. Now, on the
Well,
cosmic road, unfortunately, you must relinquish that title. But you can always get it back if you try hard enough. But on the earthly road, in the face of everybody here, if we just put your cultivation to the side and say, don't worry about it, you are a sword god. You can cut mountains with will and a wave of the hand. Every object in your hands can be a sword, so long as it's got some sort of edge. Or in the case of like a twig, which is a cylindrical kind of like thing, as long as your mind goes, teehee, this could be a sword. Like you would when you were a child and you would, play around with sticks and pretend it's a sword. That works too. You can go over to somebody's house and say, hey, I noticed you had an axe on a stump out there. Is that what you used for firewood? And they're like, yeah, that's our fire splitting axe. You can go outside, grab an axe, it's now a sword.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm proud of you. You did something really amazing. You're a proper, and I mean proper, swordsman.
There's so much that feels like it almost feels like it was a gift handed to me, because
That's
had I
because
had I just dedicated 10 years to this, I feel like I wouldn't be stumbling over myself in how I should or how to be a swordsman. But I was guided and I had the uh I was guided on how to become this,
Sure.
and
But here's the fun part.
there are
It only took 10 years because it's Eclipse. You wouldn't have gotten there on your own efforts in 10 years. Most people don't reach that effort in a lifetime. Yes, it does feel like a gift because it kind of was. But at the same time, he kind of took the triumph out of it. The victory, the hard won, clawed your way through every stage. And yeah, he
yes.
took that from you.
There
But
is
Hmm?
um. Well, exactly as you have said. He took the victory, the effort, the sweat, the pain of all it would take to reach that point without him there.
But you're also thinking of it a different way.
I feel like
You
if
did sweat. You did bleed. You did put every iota of effort that was necessary to achieve it. You still did it. So it took you 10 years. You also got to do a paradigm shift, a perspective change. If it were the earthly road, this would be a disaster. Because you need that struggle. You need to be able to do it yourself. But you're going to the cosmic road. Who cares? You can still get those victories back. You can still get those meaningful successes back.
because I have more time.
Not only that, there's more to swordsmanship. He just got you to the starting line. That's all he was doing.
I have something that I want to try to do, Master, that
Mm-hmm.
makes this a little bit more fun for me in how I
Okay.
swing a sword. I apologize for how many times my brain will shift around, and I am trying to avoid a spiral, as I could talk about this for a very long time.
What's a very long time? Hours, days, weeks?
Hours in recording sense. But to try and speed something along, I actually was interested in also more towards out of character. I am thinking of making some things happen with Gift of the Deep Forest and using Tree Buddy tendrils to cut things with now. If everything is a sword, I just need a couple of extra tendrils, and who needs two hands when I have all the roots?
Mm-hmm. Now, you still have to pay for each root that you summon.
Okay.
And the price is already determined
What?
by your swordsmanship. Didn't the
Price is already determined. You talking?
let's go take a
I
looky
was.
loo.
Yeah. Dodge transfer. Get to the Deep Forest with this pair. I'll just leave this selected for now. Oh
Your
right,
sword
life
mass
siphon. I
power
forgot.
body. You now shard your entire body in sword energy and cost one sword per limb. Each branch from Tree Buddy is a limb.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, that's
So
there. Okay. Compare those two notes.
yeah, normally it costs you 7, but if you don't have a sword in hand, it's just 6. But you need something that's sword-ish. So as long as you make a blade with one hand, that counts as having a sword. Each branch that you
Okay.
summon, or root you summon from Tree Buddy, counts as a limb. So you'll have to pay for each branch you want to use.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you've got quite a bit of resources. So
I
yeah,
spent,
absolutely.
unfortunately, I spent a lot of time looking at combination for the past 2 weeks because I was trying to understand just the sort of combination attacks and forgot about that's a thing.
Oh yeah.
Sword mass power body. One sword power per lane. Okay. 70G. Okay. Then technically speaking, I believe, as currently written, Gift of the Deep Forest, I can only do like, where was it? There you are. Precious magical plants of your choice. Fuse your body. This plant. I don't believe I have a maximum number of roots that I can summon, or at least not at this time. Like, I remember it's always been defined as roots. So I'm just like, I feel like it's some weird network, and I've never tried to identify just how many and in one direction. And but could I might select Gift of the Deep Forest to increase to start at 1 and start increasing how many roots I can have active at once.
I mean, your weapon skill
Or
bonus.
to define how many roots I can have active. As many as my weapon skill bonus?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you want that as Mystic Select? Or Spirit Select?
Sure.
Maybe 9?
Spirit select works.
9 Select?
Spirit select works.
Spirit Select? Spirit
Yeah,
Select.
that
Okay.
works. The first thing you mentioned.
Okay. So I have selected Gift of the Deep Forest. Once with Mind or once with Might, and what was the Spirit one? That may have been Life Siphon. Okay. So I'll just put that there. Spirit Select. Libs. Can control a number of limbs or a number of roots equal to weapon skill bonus. Okay. And that will cost me 15 because it's the third time that I've selected this. If it's a deforest, colon, root max calculation. And 15 merit spent. 139 merit left over. Interesting. Okay, got poison, got antidote, have this now. Let's see. There's I keep forgetting about enhances and intrinsics. Okay, What? I think. I don't think I'm ready, but I think I'm avoiding trying to fight myself. But I have the antidote. I have the poison. I have the antidote for Lyron. Savalar, did you want anything along the lines of something similar to what Lyron is trying to do? Because if so,
No,
I can make it real
I
quick.
was just hoping you would work on the sanctuary,
I'm just
but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go into it. I'm gonna see what happens.
okay. I think that it is best that I just try and jump into it as well. Let's see. Also, yeah. Before that, you did say, let's see. Can we level up our sanctuary to level 4? Does that matter that much currently? Or I don't know why you want the sanctuary to be worked on.
This is our last
Think so.
opportunity to
I
get
don't
any
know. I don't
upgrades
wanna-
for the sanctuary before we head off to the Cosmic Crown.
Yeah. Okay.
You do have a lair
Okay,
established
so-
around it, so you
Yeah.
could build in that you can still upgrade it.
I'd probably have to get the Maestro's permission, I suppose.
You know,
But I need to go talk to him anyway, so.
Yeah, yeah.
Um. Okay. I don't think that it's necessarily a good idea, but well, no. Sanctuary. What would it Chunpo tries to remember and asks himself, what does it take to get to level 4 or 5 sanctuary? Would it take time, resources? Would it take
Mhm.
something different?
No, time
Can
and
I
resources
even
are part of it.
accomplish a level 4? What are the requirements? Or Chunpo tries to ask himself and remember, or if I can't say that, and would then go to the elder and ask, what will it take to create level 4 sanctuary?
Are you asking me as a GM, or did you want to talk to somebody about it?
I am asking you as the GM what Chunpo can remember about. Yeah, because the way I worded it was Chunpo asks himself, what does it take? And then kind of asking you as the GM, can Chunpo remember this? Because I do not know.
Well, what was the previous level 6 requirements, right? You had to do what?
We were at level 3, yeah.
Right? What did it take?
Cutting and making our area look nice, and building a building.
Yeah, there's a lot that went into it, so you'll probably need to further expand, probably up or down in a significant capacity. You'll probably need to build a few specific facilities. You're probably going to need quite a bit of time and
Okay.
resources to pull it off. And there might be a couple other things.
Okay. Chunpo's going to, whatever time is left over before the opportunity, however much has not been accomplished within what I have spoken of so far. I really don't know
Sure.
the last of it. Everything else is going to be expanding, hollowing the mountain, and using resources gathered into creating different amenities and buildings and trying to think what would help this sanctuary.
Okay.
And
Could work.
yeah, I okay. Can I hollow out the mountain within a month?
Yeah, pretty easily. It's really comes down to what you keep.
Understood. Whatever number of sword crystals and sharp edges that are left over from
Plenty.
whatever the marauder do what?
There's plenty on both.
Plenty. Understood.
Mhm.
I'll shove the plenty into or well, like move everything into the sword vault.
Sure.
And just say this is the best place for it.
Yeah.
Anything that is just considered stone and rock, leftover stone and rock, I would like to create a expanded training hall
Sure.
for lower disciples, or so like kind of a taking on the Eastern style, a very large square arena where you can see people doing like katas in rows and columns, grid formation. Um, oh, not on the right map. I don't know. Could I hop down to the sanctuary map? Because currently I'm on the moon.
The moon. Sure.
Nope.
I hoped.
Actually, my mouse has a back button on it, and actually nudged it. I was just like, oh no!
Uh, wrecked. Get wrecked.
Indeed. There we go. Alrighty. Um, it's been so long, everything's loading in slowly. Okay. Let's see. Do like these rooms. If there is a way that is possible, I would like to just expand everything that we have amongst the Artificer's Med Bay, the Circular Library, Refiner, Alchemy Lab, and Formation Stations. And as they are like currently their own rooms, but just almost a level of, I don't want to say separation because it looks very nice, but just a level of expansion to where it's just like there is now more, I don't want to say knowledge, but like there's more tools in the alchemy lab. There's more tools in the med bay. And, yeah, that might be a little too far fetched for just hollowing out a mountain. I don't know.
I mean, you find all sorts of stuff as you
Um,
hollow it out.
hmm.
That was.
Hey, oops, sorry. I speak through my uniform at one point and ask the guys, "Would you all like a gambling hall?" A certain aspect of testing one's luck. Okay. Talking. Not be talking that and. Um. I'm trying to remember how to properly utilize knowing.
How to use it? Very
Yeah,
simple.
because like just yeah.
It doesn't have to be things you already know. You can use knowing to just know shit.
Okay. Um. Then I would like to utilize the knowing for what would be needed or like what is missing from our sanctuary, where I envision closing my eyes and seeing like gaps and what those gaps should be filled with. What does a proper sanctuary have?
I mean,
And if I need to, I'll converse with
you've
Elder
definitely
to.
met the space requirement, probably moreover than you expected. Also, hollowing out the mountain requires you to do a little structural architecture because you need
Yeah.
like pillars, floors, and so on.
Proper weight distribution to all areas, make sure that it is structurally sound, don't just cut away and, oh, well, there's a big gap now.
But overall, it's not too difficult. Up and down. It's just really hot further down. And it's very sharp further up.
Hmm. I would like to explore, or well, hmm. How many knowings do I have? Is there a reason why a sword should be tempered when it's exposed to heat? Or what exposing a sword to heat actually does? Feel like I could put a forge down there, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not.
What's your time frame for doing this anyway?
4 months, 3 weeks, and
So is this the
I
very beginning?
have. I believe. Well, I mean, within whatever. That's the thing. Like, I'm just like I'm not entirely sure. Even the actions that I did before for previously in the last session, where I was just like, I don't know how long that'll take. Is that just an action, or is that a DTA, or but as far as I know, I still have 4 months and 3 weeks, even for the poison created. So I was going to spend all of that time working on the sanctuary, hollowing the mountain, building. I guess kind of also, I want to say, learning about proper sanctuary etiquette and secrets that could
Alright.
be implemented into a sanctuary of this type with the sharpness and the heat.
I just wanted to bring it up because I can utilize the crew in this endeavor.
Hmm.
I can just utilize the people within my card, especially now. But also, I guess the question is, if you do it at the very beginning, I can't help a lot in the stages because they don't really have ways to deal with the sword energy per se. But if it's the last month, that's something I could do something with. But
Okay.
yeah, that's a great idea for the like the architect wise, getting things in play. It's all about now of knowing um, what the levels are. Like so, what level 4 requirement is, what the level 5 requirement is. The Sword Elder helped us figure out from between 1 and 3 what those were, but now it's the other ones. And I don't know if the knowing would be good there to use. And don't forget to spend the merit there. I don't know how much it is. 5. I imagine it's your first knowing, right? Or is it your second?
Here we are. I do have knowing student of the forbidden. I just believe it's my second.
Okay. So like yeah, 10 merit. That should give you a lot of information for what you need to do with the sanctuary. But just the the hidden requirements, the elder might be able to help with. Or maybe Matt will just hand wave it because you just used the knowing there. But I feel like it's if you get the other requirements from the elder, then you can use the rest of the knowing to make everything. And then I can send my guys in to furnish the place and make it livable, make it usable, what it should be. You know what I mean? Because right now you're just kind of building. You're like the contract. You know what I mean? On the
Yeah.
building, and you're creating bottom up. It's like it's the reverse a creation of a place. But you're getting all the framework in place, which is important. Anyway, continue.
I'm actually double checking something because student of the forbidden is not a knowing, but I thought I had a knowing, or I might not have. Knowing comes from like mind threshold.
Correct. So once you reach 75 in your mind, then you can purchase knowings.
Gotcha. I know I got a form at one point. Did I get a knowing? Student of the forbidden. Yes. Okay. I did have at least one knowing. I thought so, but okay, I bought it for that. Okay. So, knowing or spend a knowing for sanctuary requirements? Or knowing proper sanctuary etiquette or structure? Matt, what would you want that knowing to what would you want the wording of what it would what a proper sword sanctuary is, or not proper because I feel like I end up at the sword pavilion. Um Sanctuary combinations, or not combinations, building synergistic sanctuary creation. I think I like that phrase the most, but
Are you
I'm
trying
sorry if I'm not
to
making sense.
just get through the sanctuary levels, or are you trying to do some of the more detailed work?
Well, for knowing, I don't. Okay, so. Oh. Knowing states. Just qualities. Active thresholds themselves. I know. Night toughness. Mind. Gain access to the mind discipline knowing. Oh, and it doesn't say. Validation, peer review, mental gymnastics. That's not what I'm looking for. I believe I would want a knowing of the ability to almost like the feng shui of a sanctuary, but also just the building feng shui, like, or not building, yes, building. Structure building. So, like, all right, this is your forge. This is your where you pray, where the sword cradle goes. This goes here. This goes here. I can hollow this out and build this here. There's levels to the heat and the sharpness, and I can implement either structures at these points, and it makes it to where it's better for the sanctuary or better for the people in the sanctuary to have these at these points. Almost like a mapping of building structures and hypothetical formations within those buildings, or hypothetical formations of where the buildings lay within the sanctuary. I feel like I'm trying to describe a weird esoteric, hey, the buildings provide a bonus, and because
Well,
the
no.
buildings are in the right way.
Don't you worry about it. Just do. I'll give you 2 skills. First is basically scholastic lore, so you have a bit of an information skill,
Awesome.
and just call it sanctuary design. And then for the trade skill, which you can put in the other skill category if you don't have any room.
Mhm.
Sanctuary construction.
Sanctuary construction for trade. And I have to shove this one into other. What was the first one?
Design and construction. Design is the scholastic, construction's for the trade.
Okay, so sanctuary design. And would you want
1 check mark each.
okay, intelligence based? Yeah, gotcha. 8 things, 1 check mark.
Mm-hmm.
1 check mark. Okay. Alrighty. Is there
Yes.
would you like me to roll in combination for the design and then the construction of each building? And
Well, unless the building is just shaped through sword cuts, it's going to take a while to make buildings.
gotcha.
But if you just carve the shape of a building with sword cuts, I mean, that's just part of hollowing out the mountain and whatnot.
Could I do a combo roll of the design and the construction of just hollowing out and like properly saying, all right, this needs this structure before I ever even build the buildings. I need to make sure that my levels are good, that my... Okay.
Yeah. Basically, you can make it so that you leave a lot of open material to work with, but you also create an accessible main hallway where you can go up and down, left and right on each of the floors. Don't have to worry about weight because you're keeping that in mind. Distribution, internal design, load bearing. Should be fine.
Okay. Has anybody had any issues with utilizing other skills on their character sheet? Because I know that there's a
Enter,
little
click,
button off to the
or
side.
click enter.
Click enter?
Or enter, click.
Okay. No other modifiers. A roll for design.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's success plus 15. For the design to understand where I need supports and making sure that the mountain getting hollowed out doesn't collapse. And the construction and the cuts and well, bam. I apologize if I jumped too far ahead.
You're good.
Matt, I don't know if there's even a point on the mountain where it's either too hot or too sharp for me to exist.
Are 2 levels. Very top, very bottom. Very bottom, it's hot enough to melt aura, and at the top, it's sharper than the aura you have.
Okay. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, which means you have 2 resources to further empower your swordsmanship. Who thought that could happen? Especially now that you've reached, the Sunrise Seeker level of swordsmanship. Think not really much on the earthly path could nurture your swordsmanship, but surprise. Unfortunately, it's only the very top and the very bottom. All the resources you've gathered between them is pretty hefty. It's a good bit of resources. And you say you're putting them all in the sword vault? Well, Mr. Lar, if you're still here, Mr. Man,
Yes.
get yourself 2 more well-factor sword resources.
Nice.
Because Mr. Poe really went to town. Got you all them goodies.
Okay.
Nicely done.
I would like to. I would like to stop by and speak to Elder. I don't
Sure.
know how long would you say that it took for me to actually hollow out the mountain?
I mean, it's not small, man. You guys have cleared out less than 1% of the mountain. And the mountain also includes the other group's areas because it's the whole mountain. You guys share a mountain.
Whoops. Gotcha.
What are they going to do, though, is the question, right? So,
The only problem you're going to run into is ooze.
Yeah.
So you just kind of leave that half of the mountain alone and go, hey, we're taking the mountain. And they'll probably be like, oh, I didn't want it anyways.
I'm oozing it. I knew you would.
Yeah. So it will take you, even with your current swordsmanship, quite a while to carve out the inside of the mountain. But that's only because you're trying to not just carve into it without thought. You're trying to actually use intelligent design. You're trying to use architecture and engineering to properly cut it and design it and shape it so that you can fill the space. So a lot of it's spent looking over a blueprint, drawing your own blueprint, doing a bit of consulting,
Erasing, adding.
right. And it's for an entire mountain and its insides. You haven't even started on the outsides.
Yeah.
So, a lot going on
Never
there, but
considered. Never considered the outside until we haven't seen sunlight in I don't know how long. I've just been a cave dweller at this point.
I mean, they took you outside
Yeah.
recently.
You also
so
go to the
cut
moon a
other-
whole lot.
Yeah, you go to the moon a whole
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. So, not so bad.
Call that the hollowing out took all 4 months, or
You sure can. It can
half
also
the
take a lot
mountain.
longer. Because by the time 4 months rolls around, you're still not done.
Gotcha. Yep. Yeah.
I mean, if you were just cutting for the sake of cutting, it'd have taken you a day.
In the
I
last
wanna
month,
guess.
Matt,
All right.
I will be utilizing the crew within the recreation card to start helping Chungpo out.
Okay.
Okay, then
ta-
I
taking
think
in the aspects of the seasons I have with like the arrays and the alchemy side, utilizing all the resources we have, and also taking from the sword vault, being able to better build up in that last month. Chungpo is working on that stuff, so you'll have some actual people to work with you, Chungpo, instead of just doing it by yourself in the last month.
perfect.
Oh.
Within that last month, I think I should also ask the Sword Elder what the resource requirement would be of getting it to level 4, because I've been just cutting everything, and now I like, hey, what's the actual cost?
Mm, depends on what you want to do with it.
This is the aspect of filling in new buildings.
Yeah. Sword Elder's like, well, to reach level 3, you had to make a large room. Right. And you had to actually have the large room fulfill its purpose. It's not just an open space.
Dude.
Yes. So you're just kind of carving your way through, making available space for it to become something. But you haven't made it into anything. You just have opened the space, which is perfectly fine. You just have to start making stuff.
Guys, stop me if it's a bad idea. I was contemplating a sword temple.
Bees.
Bees?
An apiary.
But I would. I thought that was gonna go on the moon, but I mean, I guess
It's easier
if it was
to
here
raise bees on the earthly road.
on the sword, yeah, on the earthly road, that's a good
It's-
idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
an apiary, but then I would also need something for the bees to eat in this mountain, or well, hypothetically on the outside of the mountain. I need to poke a hole through the mountain.
Okay, you make one thrust and you poke a hole through it. I stab.
now I need to
Bam. Hole.
now I need to grow plants on the outside that the bees can utilize.
I mean, that's
I
if
also
the
need to build
mountain
there.
you take with you can withstand space.
I just poked a hole in the mountain that we need to take with us. Fuck!
And just put a tarp over it.
Cars driving down the road be like,
Is that a mountain? Don't stare, dear. Just a bunch of weirdos again.
uh,
It's a moon dragging a mountain.
Yeah.
you might not notice it's pretty, like, in comparison. Because,
Hey,
well,
get
is it
off the
even...
road! It's like, what?
Is it a moon dragging a mountain or a mountain dragging a moon?
Or a mountain just on the moon.
I'm sorry, we couldn't hear you over how much more
Oh.
awesome we are than you.
Or is the moon wearing a mountain as a hat?
Very teeny tiny hat.
Duality.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a large room suggestion? Or, like,
No.
a larger.
Okay, a larger. I think maybe having a nice garden would be nice. I was just thinking
On the
about
inside of the
New
mountain.
York, and I was like, you got the Giants Park.
But also, DM, yes, the mountain can withstand space. It is locked.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So one of the things we need to keep in mind is the our 5-ring formation spiral. We kind of had in mind once upon a time, where it would like go around the our, what would you call it? What's that
whole
thing? It's
mountain?
it's a thing that goes down. It's not a quarry or quarry. It's a
I mean,
A mine?
it's the shaft.
Fissure?
It was like the fissure.
Shaft?
Yeah, the fissure that was there. It's like,
Vent?
I don't know. Anyway, so we could have them all going around like a type of like leveled system. So the more, or were we having it all in one area? What do we need to do for that? Anyway, we could expand upon the our current fighting area, our current training hall.
Yeah.
Having more, we could build more into our 5-ring formation to, have all kinds of people do that. That was the idea.
Oh, yeah. What would you... Lyron, I don't know if it's possible. Do you think, I think for an individual, the 5-ring is, like, it, but do you think that with a larger area you could... Or is there any more way to create the 5-ring of the Mythmatic Chant to become more intricate? Just curious. I don't know if it can even go up a tier or not.
Which thing?
The 5-ring Mythmatic Chant itself, like, I do like how it looks, but I was just like, okay, if you had a larger area, could you get more rings?
That's kind of why I spaced it out this way. You know what I mean? The 4.
It would require a complete overhaul and redesign from the ground up. It's made with Mythmatics. It's not something you can just expand willy-nilly, but you can set up a larger space for it to be built in.
I was just thinking making
Hypothetically,
more.
with cosmic sword stuff. Yeah. I could. I was just thinking like 20 plates of that, and have it to where you have plenty of swordsmen that can
If
all
you just want to
use
make
this
more of
if
them,
needed.
easy.
But Eclipse also was saying
Gotcha.
that it's not really useful for a cosmic sword practitioner.
It's good for
Hmm.
getting someone to swordsmanship
Earthly.
level,
True.
but after that, no, not very useful. It basically, it's in its current state best designed for earthly practice. For cosmic, it loses its usefulness almost immediately.
It's not optimized for that.
But it also can be changed. You have the blueprint. You've already succeeded.
And you
could
have
just-
the creator.
Yeah, you just pull him out of his prison cell and be like, do it again.
No, I'm training.
All right.
Also, did you know you can
Throw
break
stuff
your
down
arm
at
in
'em.
300
Like,
places and still make it function?
Oh.
Do it faster and better.
Okay. I would like to create. Is there? Huh.
Hmm?
Okay. I don't think that I can. Oh shit! I only have a month left. Well, no, we're not jumping off until I get my bees. We just have a month until the opportunity.
Things happen after the
Um,
opportunity, but we do not know what they are. We will figure that out after the opportunity.
Yeah,
The bees.
after the opportunity.
In worst case, you just buy
I
the
would-
bees from somebody in the earthly path if you can't go get them yourself.
That's fair. Well, I mean, like, what was it? I thought we had to walk to go get them, like from zone 0 to zone 1, because, like, within the deep forest, that's where the bees are, and we'd have to walk to go get them.
Pay somebody to get them for you.
Fair enough. Is Chunpo is interested in seeing if there is any type of plant life that can be created, because I know the bees can create honey that has special qualities already in it for
Something you
cultivation.
don't need to worry about.
Yes, but I was also thinking of plants that provided a cultivator-esque bonus to combo or to help the bees create that stuff.
But the bees,
I was trying to
you don't
think of
have
an
them.
elemental garden. Nope, I
Are
don't
you
have one.
sure? You don't have the bees. You don't have enough material to make an elemental garden. Like, it's a lot of steps. Like a lot of steps to make the thing in your head.
Yeah.
And you've got a month until you got to fight yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, so fill your reflection's mind with thoughts about bees, and then it won't be willing to fight. Duh.
You guys
No,
show up and it's like,
it'll-
dude,
if I
about the bees, and you're like, oh my god, so much about the bees. And you
I know
just-
we're supposed to fight, but we got theory crafting to do.
We'll fight later. Tell me
what
more
was
about
it?
this
The way
plan.
the way that you worded the Lyran's specific the hypothetical mirror.
Oh yeah, don't
Chunpo's
worry about mine.
hypothetical
It's
mirror.
very different.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, but it's just like, well, technically all of us. But anyways, quit spiraling. I have a month. I'm going to try and get it to at least to level 4. What's a building that we want to shove in here that we could get to level 4, or do I just make it a regular garden?
Make it a garden. We can expand upon that later.
Make it a garden. Okay. I just make a regular little garden with a number of Flowers and a few plants that I found from the flora books that I've read. And after a month, I don't know. It all probably still looks like dirt.
Sure. But you also have a bunch of people from the crew showing up, doing surveys, marking off areas.
Right. Okay.
So you're not alone. Lara's got an entire civilization of some dudes to help out. Okay. All right. Well, last things, Mr. Poe, before we begin. For it is time.
Ready.
Do I get the battery from Aethram as well as the
Oh yeah.
paracausal currency / narrative point holder?
Yes.
Cool.
Not grand or anything. It's very simple. It does what it does, and that's it.
Only needs to be
What is-
single use. Well, in the case of lore keepers, it might not be single use, but I'm only borrowing it, so effectively single use for me.
Mm-hmm.
My prep is to put all my fake currency that I have into my trash can. I'm going to feed it all of what I have, not the thresholds, obviously, but my temp and my current. And I also spend all my key, and I leave my card,
We have not
in
made
the
it to the
orrery.
reflection yet.
And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just going in with empty resource pools.
We still have to make
And
it to the place where we're going to be reflected.
that's fine.
They're gonna take you there. Don't you worry.
Oh, okay, okay.
There can only be 20 adapt in a pool at a time, or is it
25
25
per.
adapt?
25 per.
Okay.
I should probably put my stuff in a depth.
Chunpo. Yeah, Chunpo puts 25 in each adapt pool. Or it fills up to 25 on each adapt pool, because some of these still had stuff left over. Ooh.
But you could have more in the adapts, but
I think you can only spend. I thought you could only you could have 25 as a max, and then you could only spend 20 at any one instance. But
It's per turn, guys.
I could be wrong.
Right, Matt?
Per
Is that not
Yeah,
right?
return.
Yeah.
Return.
So it's not like it's all at once. That's the reason why there's a limit on it. So if you can last the next turn, you can just spend more and then do from there.
oh, fair.
You can spend up to 25 in a single go, once per turn.
I believe I just hit a might threshold.
Nice.
Yeah, give me a second, and I'll figure that out. $15 in swiftness. Easy, girl. No, I did not. I did hit a mine threshold, though. At 400. But gives me a
Linda's licking my
heroic quality.
toes.
Ooh. Memento Mori, Finality's Bane, or a Fairy Tale. You already have a Fairy Tale, right?
I used my fairy tale, actually.
You'll get a Fairy Tale.
Oh,
We'll
thanks.
hand it to Lar.
I put that off to the side so I don't. I
Yeah.
can use it on
Yeah.
myself. The only thing I'm really bringing with me is my my sword Cooney made me. That's the only thing I'm really keeping on my person.
I will go ahead and take Wombo Combo. If I spend
So I got
resources from
17
6 or more
left,
different
10 adapt
pools,
and might,
I
10 adapt and
refresh one.
spirit, 15 and swiftness.
Yeah, I know the Wombo combo. The new threshold. Epic.
Yeah,
Quality.
because I think I spend from several pools a lot of the time.
Might be a little hard with your build. The Nothing Blade.
If
'cause
I'm
that
not
gets
using
in the
nothing.
way. Yeah, I mean, if you're not using nothing.
If I need to refresh my fatigue, I use all the things, and then I can use nothing on defense when it isn't my turn.
So and
Sure.
might, and I'll put 5 in mind.
Or I do a bunch of stuff, and then I use nothing afterwards.
It gives me 2 merit left.
I
I have 130 merit in my Tesseract. That is not.
You guys are
been
talking at the same
utilized
time.
because
Have
it's
we,
gonna
have we
be
just forsaken etiquette?
Ori.
Oh, we're
Johnny?
just talking. I don't think he's talking to people.
You there, bud?
Hello.
Huh. It's weird.
Swan Song. I am having currently
Can you
not
hear us?
on.
I can hear you. I don't know if Johnny's here, though.
Okay.
Is he?
Hmm. Okay, so if you'd like to review my martial style, because that's probably relevant for your dude you're going to be copying. Nah. Oh,
I mean, you can send it to me, but yeah. I mean,
Doesn't-
yours is the least mirror matchup of all.
that is true. That is true.
Mhm.
Wait. I can use Wombo
Why?
Combo to just fully heal myself.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah. Does it say you can also drain a resource pool?
Yes.
Hey
you can
Matt, I
drain
got
a-
Yeah.
a question for you.
Well, Johnny, before I answer,
Is the
Johnny?
why can't I hear anybody? Oh fuck.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Quiet.
It all comes together now.
So I
Hello?
didn't hear, but OBS definitely did. But I accidentally unhooked my earphone plug, so
That makes much more
Well, we were
Ah,
wondering why you were just straight
rambling.
up talking over people and just
Yeah.
like I was trying to be like, Johnny, are you there, bud?
And you just kept talking.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
all good.
I just thought it
Things
was
happen.
weird too. I was like, why isn't anybody saying anything? I'm just like, okay.
Mm.
All right. Continue, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, who wants the floor first?
I already took the floor, so you guys go.
We'll come back to you, Poe. You've had the spotlight for a short bit, so we're gonna. Mr.
Yes.
Laren, any last preparations?
4 days. I get the battery prepped. I empty all but one of my energy into it right before the fight. I put my narrative resources into the talisman or whatever I am borrowing from Lorekeeper. I
Yes.
don't know exactly what it's a talisman. Okay.
Mm-hmm. On a necklace. Yeah.
Cool.
It's a chunk of a Rosetta Stone.
Oh, neat.
They're gonna give you a bombastic side eye. Like, do not lose that.
Nope, I'm putting in my fractal ring after I have emptied out all of my resource pools.
Do not lose your fractal ring if it's inside.
Understood.
Like, I really want that back. I'm loaning it to you.
Yes, this seems quite powerful.
More of, I spent a lot of time and effort making it what it is. It was not easy to get the material or craft it. Is it powerful? No. Does it do one thing really well? Yes. Can I get another one? Not quickly or easily. Also, I like it. Put a lot of effort in that.
It's very pretty.
Mm-hmm. Just make sure you get it back to me. Now, Shushu.
Okay.
I have to do a pep talk. A hype talk, even, to my disciple here.
Do it. I will also be taking the poison, but once when I'm about to enter the thing.
Yeah. They go back to shaking Poe, going, "You can do this!" And he's like, And
Master, I believe we are approaching poisonous levels of
hype.
yeah.
All right. Any other prep, Mr. Lyron?
No, I can't do anything about his sword power because I don't have any to remove.
Okay. Okay. Then
Excuse me.
last prep for Lar.
Okay. Did you hear what I said about my resource pools?
I mean, half on, half off, because I was working with Lyron
Gotcha.
while you were
Talking away.
not able to hear us.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm clearing out my resource pools. I am keeping my shit home, pretty much, in the orrery. I'm only bringing the sword that Kuni made me. I've added adapt to my pools. I only have like 2 left in my merit. The recreation card is staying home. That's it.
Okay. Last moment, Poe. And then we touch some content. We touch the heck out of it.
Poe has separated or has put his max into his adapt pools. Takes a deep breath. summons. Well, let's see. Summons his roots as he goes in, or well, as he's about to go in. I don't think that I have anything that I can. Actually, hang on a second. How much XP do I have left over? I still have 90 merit that I can use. I'm just going to go in and see what happens. I am ready.
I have one question before we start. Can you establish how much progress is required for the pinnacle art of perception? It is relevant for the fight.
Perception or perspective?
Perception, which is, I guess, encompassing perspective.
Mm. Is it though?
It can. Perspective is just how you perceive something.
Sure. It's 100k
It's 100k,
at base value.
which is times 3 or times 1.5, or times 2.5.
That's the third one you're making, right? So it's
So
3
300k.
times the cost. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Wombo Combo, don't fail me now.
All right. Let's touch some content, boys. Pretty simple. You guys return back to checkpoint 4. That same sea of lights and civilization. But you don't enter the city. You keep on the periphery near the river. And the river reaches kind of this eddy pool where instead of winding, it just makes this enormous lake. In the middle, the water is very still tonight. And the moon is very full. And it casts its reflection onto the still surface. And you wait for about an hour. Perfect silence. Before there's a falling water. And as the boatman slowly pushes you guys closer and closer, you guys reach the reflection, which looks like a hole, as if the reflection itself has burrowed into the water, and the water is gently, as if it was just kind of making its way up and over a lip, falling into the hole. Whenever you're ready, lads, jump in.
Poison.
Attack.
2000 temp fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
And hop on in.
Okay.
After having all the other stuff in the ring. The antidote is also in the ring.
Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you just want to jump to him next, or does it just we all go at
No,
once and
you
then we go
all
from there?
have to choose to jump in.
Yeah. Savalair will say a Fate Bond's prayer, asking for guidance and love. And
What's that special number? 3 something something?
369?
Roll a G1000. See if you get 369.
Is this a luck roll?
Yeah.
Okay. I have eclipsed luck, so I have to use a luck point if I want to do this.
Yeah.
Um,
Not really anything in the 300s or even 200s. Or even 400s. You're well out of the...
well out of the range. Yep.
Yeah. You don't have to spend the luck point, because you get to roll the luck. You just have to spend a luck point to take a result.
Oh, I see.
You always get to roll. It just steals the rolls away from you. You have to use a luck point to make
Take
one
them.
of them real.
Gotcha.
So, unfortunately, not this time, homie.
That's okay.
Okay. Ready to jump in?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Poe, do you want to jump in?
Chunpo kind of scratches his head and like, I really got to figure out better ways to get maximum possible combos before doing something like this. But here we go. He jumps in.
Okay. The map is multi-staged, so don't be too underwhelmed by the field.
Oh, we all each will have one for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Who's going first?
Rock, paper, scissors.
You can if you'd like. You can also have somebody go, ooh, me.
I could go.
You sure could.
Unless Laura wants to go first, or Poe. Which case.
I mean, I just want to play some Rochambeau, but that's just me.
Fine, we'll play some Rochambeau. I'll roll D3.
Alright. 4 beats 2, 2 beats 3, 3 beats 1.
Ah, dang it.
Please give me all.
2
Poe
beats 3. Poe goes first.
Let's Poe again.
No. You
No,
guys
but-
both do scissors.
I said
Yeah,
let's
but we need
Poe
to do
again.
it with.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, Lyra and I have to do it next. to
The
see who
next
goes
time
Yeah,
are
we do.
you two, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Poe? The other you is sitting
You guys are
there,
gonna be stuck here for a minute.
cross-legged.
All right.
He's got
Mm.
his chin supported underneath his fist, his elbow on one of his thighs, just kind of sitting there like. And as you're kind of slowly floating down, he's just drinking one tonic, one potion after another from a belt.
Big juicing, I think.
Yep. And then once he's done with those, he tosses the bottles, reaches back into his robes again, pulls out more tonics and elixirs, and just starts to drink them. One after another, like taking shots. And by the time the minute passes of you coming through the ceiling and landing and your feet touching the ground, he's drank over 100 potions. Just a sea of bottles behind him. And he brushes himself off, gets up, stretches. Yo.
Whoa.
Long time no see, friend. You remember me, right?
Last I think I saw you in a tribulation.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick your ass now.
Roll initiative.
Now, when he says, I'm going to kick your ass now, you literally just get punched across from a source you didn't see. He used a Tao expression. And like Doc Ock, the tree buddy, the dark tree buddy, he spiders his way over to you at an alarming speed, and he is going to enter a cyclical, unending combination blow. So he's going to max out number of hits per attack action. And then he's going to generate more temporary actions. And he's going to hit you basically until you run out of defense and you run out of reactions, and behold, which your build could be. If you took enough drugs.
You just take enough drugs, kids. Anything's possible.
So basically, I'm using a part of your build because I am using your build. So your character has an incredibly deep reserve and capability of just absorbing a huge slurry of different stuff. Because if you mix enough stuff together, it's extremely bad for you. Toxic, poisonous. But that's a lot of power. It's a lot of juice. So basically, he just reached into your spatial ring and your myriad poisons and just started shooting them one after another. He does not care about the effects. He just cares about quantity.
Okay.
And once you've drank all that stuff, none of that reacts well with itself. But he uses Devour. Turns it into raw salt. And not only keeps the fatigue pool to a minimum, he was able to generate temporary actions. Still can't go over the action per turn limit, but he's got enough replay and enough echo on pretty much everything he does. He's also baned up, like Batman Bane, on that sauce. He is using the maximum number of tree buddy limbs and roots for what you can wield for swords. Each sword strike also is imbued with gravity qigong to increase weight, which does really goofy things with your weight specialty. He also is mixing in feints. He is, instead of using gravity qigong to increase the weight, reduce the weight. So the attack is either faster, or you put way too much effort in blocking something that has no weight behind it. And then the blade slides off and he gets a cut underneath it. And every swing is imbued with just demonic energy. He is swinging for the fences on this one and pushing Berserk to the red line. But what do you do? What's
I
your
can still
plan?
hear you. Okay. Okay. This is basically what I was trying to create.
You're
The
there.
only thing he hasn't done is entered Tree Guardian form with.
Yeah, he has it. So this is an onslaught. You will need to devise a defense.
I think I have a way to create a cage Or I can utilize my roots to hypothetically a cage, but
How long will that
that
last?
doesn't really exactly.
Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Enemy villain laugh. Got you now, Poe.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about with this.
Mm-hmm.
Fast and heavy. No, and sometimes just fast, and sometimes just heavy.
The
Getting angry.
variable attacks with different weights and speeds is really messing up your defense. He's also mixing in feints into the attacks as well.
Yeah.
What he's also doing is each sword strike that hits you, whether it deals damage to you or not, he has put a poison mixture on his
Mhm.
blade and all of the branches and any contact surface. But we'll see how your
If
defense is.
he's any. Do I have to eat the poison if I get cut with the poison?
You
Also,
will.
does this qualify as I am prepared whenever
Mhm.
I find a poison on the path, or is it because it's mine?
Yours, you can still process it. It's just he's put it in a combination you haven't made yet. And if you get cut by it, you're going to be forced to concentrate in processing it. You have to, just like with your trial with the Art of Poison Lust, you had to solve the poison, right? If you have time
Yeah.
and the ability to concentrate, you can process most any poison. But he's not giving you time. He's put a foreign concoction in his attacks, and if he so much as touches you with it, you have to process it. And he's using the myriad poisons to make poisoned combinations you haven't made yet, because he knows all the combinations you know. And they're lethal enough that if you don't resolve them, he's basically putting unique poison stack effects every strike. And if you have to resolve each one individually. He's showing you the true value of the myriad poisons in combat. You can just put endless unique poison stacks on itself. Maybe one reduces your damage. Maybe one generates fatigue per turn. Maybe one makes you bleed. Each of them are unique. And you have to process them individually, which not so easy when he's attacking you with everything he's got. But that's only if you get hit. So maybe you just don't. You'll have to come up with a good reason though.
How would you describe the area surrounding us? Is it like there's
It is
a
a white
floor
blank space
and
without
no
feature.
walls and no
The only feature is that there's a
Okay.
floor, and you can kind of see that there's a floor, but everything else is an endlessly open white space. There's no ceiling, there's no walls, just floor. So technically, you could go comically blasting off again and still be in the trial.
Okay. I think, yeah, I need to. I'm running. My defense currently is running around, not necessarily running away. I'm just trying to not get hit. Also, I have no idea how much damage he has dealt to me.
Well, we're still
and if
resolving
my
it.
region is fuck.
We're still resolving just the hits itself. You got to defend yourself first before you run, and before we look at damage.
Okay. I use my vines to create a shell, kind of like encasing me in a ball of roots. And can I burrow myself under the floor? Or is the floor impenetrable to root? Worst comes to worst, I'm about to roll shit talking on him next if I can get a word in. um Part of me also wants to just try and impale him with all of my roots at once. Pin him down. Test, everyone hear me?
Yep.
Mhm.
See.
Okay. If I try to attack him, does another attack interrupt my ability to even assault him back? Because I do have with Ray or with demonic swordsmanship, anytime I get hit, I can react.
Yeah. You
I'll
sure
be back
can.
in a minute.
Do it. Be back.
All right. No. Yeah, I'd like to try and react to his attacks and try and get a hit in. Try that as well. Okay. I think I'm going to create the ball of roots, and then for every time he hits the ball, that a root will react and attack him back.
Yeah. I mean,
With that. Okay.
your demonic sword, if it says on the ability and it applies, then it applies.
Okay. How would you like me to track my rage? Because he's going above and beyond, right?
Mm-hmm. He's artificially pumped that rage to basically right before berserk. Probably per hit. So,
+1 per hit.
yep. Every time he hits you.
Could I argue it applies damage because you have done feints? Do I get mad at the feints too? Well, I mean, I could see myself getting mad at
Absolutely, because they're feints. You'll have a lot to be angry about. So,
Hmm.
be angry. Be mad.
I appreciate how devastating this feels. I'm not certain how
Why don't you
one
ponder
deals
on
with this. Understood.
Riddler? Ponder on it. Lar, you're floating down.
Floating down.
The other you is, stretching his arms, doing a couple, warm-ups.
Right.
But there's also a surge of something. He's not just limbering up.
Okay. How much perception access do I have while going through the membrane?
Through the membrane? None. But when you come out of the ceiling and you float down,
Mhm.
you have about a minute.
Okay. I like to do Eye of the Weaver on my my reflection.
Okay. Your eyes light on fire from tenacious flame.
Okay.
And it doesn't particularly burn you because it's the same one as yours. It just blocks your vision completely.
Gotcha.
And you're like, get it out of my eyes.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
you hear from across the way, no peeping. You already know what I'm doing. Or what I can do. Long time no see, friend.
Ah, good to see you too.
Yeah. Kind of frustrating being you. You have so much going on, but you don't know what to do with it. So I think I'm going to do it myself.
Well, it's good to be frustrated sometimes, but that's not how we do things.
Oh, don't wrap me up in the we. I am not you.
Oh? Is that so?
Not in the way that you want me to be.
Hmm.
You
Okay.
can still grow. I cannot. Which is also more frustrating.
Okay. Mm, I do have the same inquiry as Chung Po for initiative here. I didn't give
They go
you.
first.
They go first. I didn't give you all the ammo that Chung Po gave you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Not having resource pools at 0 means you have to pump up first with even further beyond.
Yeah, you're actually feeling a surge of power.
Yeah.
From him at a distance. And in the last 30 seconds, he does this weird sword kata. And you
Right.
watch as his power bar just goes up and up and up. And by the time you touch down, he's already launched himself at you with full power.
Gotcha. Okay.
His deck's
Um,
simple.
mhm.
He's going to hit you with your favorite combo.
Gotcha.
Just kind of a surprise. Good pleasure to meet you. Behold. You remember
Okay.
this combo. It's your usual barbecue stuff.
Yeah.
However, he's going to pack in Tenacious Flame into the sword on its edge.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He's also going to put the next sight into the blade as a passive, not as an express, but just as a.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He's going to move the energy around to the blade.
Mhm.
Right.
He is also going to use Tenacious Flame in a way you didn't think you could use it. It's going to create sword arcs when you swing the blade, right? And there's this
Gotcha.
big old trailing flaming arc, right?
Mhm.
But what if the flame stays in that cut arc even after it's swung?
Like it's in a shadow in a sense.
Or a Tron line
Tron line. Yeah, yeah.
from the movie Tron,
Yep.
where it just stays afterwards? Or
Yep.
like, yeah. Every cut leaves a tenacious flames cut line, and he will pay, let's call it 10 power per, so it stays around for 10 turns, and it has the cutting edge of your normal swordsmanship.
Mhm.
However, he
Interesting.
will make it so that if he runs into them, they shatter and do nothing.
Okie dokie.
He's going to use your mobility and basically attack you from all angles, which leaves the fire arcs to basically trap you. Because every time he swings it, if you want to move that direction, you have to go through that arc, and it's like being cut.
Right.
The onslaught begins.
Okay.
You're pretty sure he did something rather crazy to restore his power pool.
Yeah.
Probably something only a reflection can do, like burn your life force.
Gotcha. I mean, but can't he just do even further beyond?
I mean, sure.
I
But
guess it just wouldn't go that
even
quickly.
further beyond still doesn't regenerate a bottomed out power pool.
Okay.
That energy's got to come from somewhere.
Gotcha.
What better source than life force? But you can't afford to burn it. He's just a reflection.
It's just a reflection. Okay. The negatives to thinking ahead, I suppose.
Sure. I'm not saying it wasn't effective,
Hmm.
because lack of or loss of life force means when you clash head to head, after the first couple checks of like, do you have this, do you have that, if it comes down to just that kind of anime moment where you're mid clash and it's kind of a close up of the two people pushing hard trying to break through the other defense, well, one of them doesn't look so good.
Mm.
You can see how gaunt the person is. Like, they've lost a lot of life restoring that pool.
Okay.
You know you can do it now.
Of course. But that's not something that's always the best. Always the best to do. I like the neck sight movement because that's something I didn't burn out of my my pool utilize as I didn't have really anything to. Well, I wasn't going to do it because that's just I only have one of them.
Yeah.
So I don't have any shadow chief, and this is the reason why I want to first place is because I didn't want to rely things that I had.
He only restored his power pool, not any
Yeah.
of the other bottomed out stuff.
Yeah. And this is more of an action per se, and not a. This is I'm going first. Obviously, I knew you were going to run at me like this was an issue.
Yeah, I advertised ahead of time that
Yeah.
the moment you touch ground, they're going to be in your face.
As for what to do at that time,
Well, maybe except for Lyron.
yeah.
His partner might be weird.
Yeah. What's going on?
We just
Oh,
swapped
oh.
over to me.
Oh, okay.
Chungpo's thinking. I'm now experiencing my onslaught that I'm going through. The issue is I'm on the back foot, on the front foot for being able to do stuff. They have sword power. I do not have sword power. I do have a sword power in next sight, but it's more of a it's a difference of defending against these. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, that's right, Johnny. It's going to be tough.
The I can't.
You have key, unless you bottom that out and haven't done a recovery yet.
I have bottomed it out. All my resource pools,
Oh,
besides
no.
my next site, are bottomed out. My fake currencies are bottomed out. I went into this blank slated in a sense. I wanted to see what was being utilized against me first, and them not have the same aspects. But even further beyond is my go-to, right? And that's the easiest thing to get more key. I get key from even further beyond. I utilize that key to get fate points. I utilize fate points to give me more.
It's a neat little combo you got.
Yeah. It's my first tribulation. My actually it's is it my first? Yeah, silver, and I stamped Star Will key onto it. But even further beyond is where that comes from. At least if I don't have anything, I can go even further. So yeah, first step. Is reactions.
Might be helpful.
Yeah, so let's look at my freedom.
Freedom call! Before.
Costs 1 key. I don't have any key to utilize besides when we look at qualities and we look at even for the beyonds, add your willpower bonus to a esoteric resource pool. When performing an action, so I'm going to perform the action. The initialized, I'm going to do it. When I'm going to do it, I spend it to my resource pool. That resource pool is then filled up to 299. Up to 299. So my current is 142. So I have like 40 extra if I have that correctly. Let's look at my 128. So let's do this. 128 and then plus 299. Let's just do 299. Okay, -1. Freedom is going to give me what I want here. Let's look back to this, and I look at my Burning Liberty. Um, change up. Instead of doing freedom, I'm going to do barbecue's hot exterior. Spending 290 key. So I'll have 9 key left over. This. I don't know that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Is it? Is it fine?
Yeah, it's fine. I wanted to spend key is the issue. I didn't. Only spending 1 key is great and all, but it doesn't allow. I don't have any checks attached to that. So within this, I do a willpower test.
Sure.
Interesting.
We'll power that test.
What is the ceiling I see here? Is this something added new? Why do I see ceiling? 2 out of 0 out of 2. Is that something you've been adding in for the game? You've been working on? Do you see that too? The plus 27 plus
So I think that might be.
base.
Overflow. Because it depends on what you set the max at. So any
Well-
value that goes over the max just adds as plus.
I have a -2 though. 27 plus CEL 0 divided by 2. Interesting.
Can we see the roll? No, you just rolled a. Huh. I have not
Yeah.
seen that before.
Yeah, same. I didn't even see it in Sanctuary Construction either, but at this base characteristic. Interesting. I bet they've been doing something in the background with it for roll 20. Anyway, continuing on. So I have that. I'm going to roll /R 29d10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 5.
This is a jump gate levy, right?
No, legacy.
Like,
Legacy lobby. Because Jumpgate can't handle my big maps.
Also, I don't think it was in existence when we started this.
True. It wasn't.
So for the cookout, how did you do the cookout without any key, Matt? That is my question.
You recovered on your way down.
You used. Okay. Okay. So it is an interesting. So it has Cascade on it, and it gives you 5 extra attacks per weapon skill bonus. You had me when you said he only recovered sword energy at the very beginning. But it looks like he's also has key, and if he
We
has
use
key, that means he should
the
have. Oh, continue.
resource pool.
Yeah.
The one that he recovered that requires a significant amount of time and effort to restore is the power.
Gotcha. Yes.
But key, that's the beauty of key. It's so easy to restore.
Yeah.
You just do a recovery technique, and
Yeah.
that's what he did.
Okay. When I saw him do the recovery, saw him do the cookout key actions, or was it just the cookout? Cookout has Cascade, Quicken 5, Extra Attack 5, requires a Fellowship test.
Mhm.
But there,
He's going to auto pass because he's
Yeah.
fighting you.
Yeah, that's fine. I was wondering if he was adding any other.
Not in the first onslaught.
Okay. Did he recover fate points after using his key?
Well, he blinded you
Okay. Gotcha,
partway
gotcha,
down,
gotcha.
so he might not have.
Okay. Yeah, I can.
What is concerning is he's got a gold nitro capsule between his teeth, ready to bite down when he needs to.
Nice. Yeah. Because with hot exterior, I'm multiplying my soak, which is nice. It's giving me an extra parry, extra dodge, improved parry, improved dodge, so I can use dodge and parry while doing it. Extra parries, extra dodges, 2/2, auto defense. It is a modular reaction, so I'm using it as a reaction to do it. I've recovered. I have 9 key left in my pool, and I have yeah, I have my fate points.
As a note,
Yeah.
every time you come into contact, even shields,
Yeah.
soak, doesn't matter. Anytime it comes into sight, shrouded blade. If you roll a D100,
Yeah.
if you roll a 76 or higher, your defense holds. 75 or lower, it just cuts right through it.
Okay.
Any damage caused by the next sight does not recover. Shields, of course, can be reconstituted, but it has to be a new shield. You can't reconstitute a broken shield. Any
Gotcha.
armor or weapons, they're cut forever, including you.
Gotcha.
Now, the sword arcs made of fire do not have the Nexite power in it. It's just a power strike. So technically, you could bump into them, take the damage. The damage then shatters the blade, the fire arc, because once it's done its damage, it breaks. But there's a lot of them.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go over the amount of hits, for example. The cookout does 5 times 25 in amount of hits you could do in a sense. Is that still the case? Or is it
I haven't changed the maximum number of hits per action rule yet.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
would you like to think?
Yeah, we can swap over to Chung Po or
Learn.
Yes, yes. I'm going to be recovering all my stuff as I'm falling down.
Yeah. You watch your other self kind of look at themselves and go, "You're a dick." I'm gonna show you something really cool though. They're gonna use the pinnacles you have, in addition to their sword scholar, and they're going to cut the poison out of themselves. And they kind of run the blade along their belly, and instead of blood coating the sword, it's the poison you drank. And they're going to flick the sword and just a huge arc of the poison you ingested. Yeah, that doesn't fly with me.
Huh. Seems to be what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with nothing and contact with the poison so it recovers faster.
If you cut yourself with nothing, you will die.
No, I'm using
If-
contact to not cut myself with it, but cut the poison.
I mean, nothing does not play well with contact. It's not a barrier nothing will respect. Nothing will cut through contact.
I guess fairly specifically it can as well with my conflux.
So
Never mind. We'll just let the poison do its thing while I'm going down.
yeah. You also watch them do a series of recovery techniques through an energy flow. And at one point, they reach into a little side pouch on their hip, not a special.
Bottomed out, Matt.
No, bottomed out. What do you mean bottomed out?
So whatever you
I'm
just said
assuming not a
before
spatial.
that. Yeah, I didn't catch that.
All sorts of energy and fills them not all the way back up.
Okay.
And then as you start to almost touch the ground, they take a sword stance, and you know the moment your toes touch the ground, he's going to cut you.
I'm sure, but I was also, as I'm falling, going to be cycling through my energy. How many rounds do we fall for?
6, because it's 60
6.
seconds.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and spend.
Oh, hot. Wow. Sorry. Fighting tea here. It's really fucking hot. Ow.
234 insights to complete perception as a pinnacle art on the way down.
Man, this fool. Okay. You've completed perception. Do you have time to consolidate it?
I didn't know I needed time to consolidate it.
Usually it's when you complete it, you test it out, you look through it, you meditate on it.
I do it in 4 rounds. I complete it. I'm going to spend an enlightenment on each of the following rounds to speed up that meditation process.
Okay. Well, it's not hard to see what's coming. He's just going to give you a traditional sword arc attack. Just one standard hit. No onslaught like the others. Just not even cautious, more of a probing attack. Very strong one, but
With perception, do I see a spot that I can teleport to dodge it?
sure.
Get past it? Okay, I'll dodge it.
You could see a spot where you could teleport to. And it looks like you'll dodge it.
Okay.
Perception, though, sees the blade arc coming at you as nothing so simple. They've got quite a bit of energy in it, and they've made this sword arc extremely unstable because they've buried the rebel frequency in it. The moment it comes into contact with anything, it'll explode with a force that'll shake you apart.
Wait, they put the rebel frequency in it?
Mm-hmm. They made the attack
Okay,
unstable
I'll
on
use the
purpose.
thrum frequency on the fucking sword swipe, producing nothing within the swing.
You just disperse it. He's like, okay, that's bullshit.
Well, we do like bullshit.
We do, but that is a particular flavor of bullshit.
You're the
Whatever
one who
that
put
is.
that in there.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be a reflection of you, but obviously I'm not. I'm some sort of mutant from a different timeline.
Yeah, well,
He's
as you
your
can
brother.
imagine, we broke something, and
Oh.
it doesn't work here in the reflection.
Well, I guess I just have to kill my dumbass self for all the breakage.
I suppose. I'm a go ahead and do a slash myself with nothing.
Okay. You still have to make the cut motion. And what are you using as the medium for nothing? Because you still have to use a. All
rapier.
right. Well, goodbye, rapier.
Yeah, rapier gone.
You make a swipe at him, and he gets to watch the rapier disintegrate, and he just is like, "Oh, I'm gonna dodge."
Not that. That's the no-no touch. Well, he doesn't have the pinnacle art of perception. So
No, that's just instinct. Like, your character's pretty smart.
no, I know. The not wanting to get hit by that shit is pretty obvious, and I'm already super perceptive. I'm gonna run. We're gonna.
Okay. He doesn't chase. He sits
He doesn't
down,
chase.
cross-legged, and he's got the sword on his lap, and he just meditates over it. He does not feel defenseless, though.
I'm sure.
He doesn't chase.
I'm just testing to see how far I can get away before I stop perceiving him. I imagine I can see him basically anywhere within this plane.
You can. It's just seemingly endlessly big. You can keep going until you can't see them anymore, and you can keep going.
Even with the pinnacle art of perception?
No, I'm talking about like you physically can't see them anymore, but you're using a pinnacle sense to see beyond normal, like
Means. Oh,
human,
okay.
yeah, human means of seeing. So let's call it beyond normal sight line. You're so far away.
Now, since my range on my sound abilities are based on perception, does the pinnacle art of perception increase that range?
Of course it does.
That's okay. We'll just go ahead and start barraging him.
Okay. You fool. You've fallen for my trap card. He doesn't need to chase you because he's going to use his scholarly swordsmanship.
Hey.
He also fully recognizes and knows sound frequency because he does the same. So whenever you flex any of something on your sheet that he has and knows, he knows where to cut you. He will make contact the moment you show an energy, a frequency, anything that he recognizes or knows, he applies contact.
Okay.
And through the contact, he uses it as a platform as if I've cut you.
And with perception, I can see the use of contact, yes?
Yes, of course.
Cool.
But he's
I
not
attack
using
specifically that
Yeah.
after I barrage him.
Yeah, but he just keeps reapplying it. So it's this kind of endless loop of.
No, it's not. Because if I hit it with nothing, I am damaging his pinnacle art.
Oh, you're hitting it with the. Yeah.
Yes.
See, this is a fucking downward spiral bullshit.
So as soon as he reaches out with contact, I will strike it, because that's what I was looking to do.
Mm-hmm. He is going to use force in a really goofy way. He's going to force something from his inventory to take the blow. He's just going to force it in the way. And then from behind that, he's going to smack you with a sword strike.
Okay. I
So he
will-
puts a bunch of sacrificial items, plates, anything in the way.
'cause I suppose he has a completely different inventory.
He does, yes. Looks like a lot of swords.
Does he have? He's probably got. He probably doesn't have as many swords as I do, I suppose, because he's not destroying them constantly.
Yeah, he's probably got a whole like collection because he's also gone through the 10 stages of swordsmanship
Mm-hmm.
that you would have reached. But
When he tries to use force, I'm going to go ahead and reduce his TPS to 0 with that, with antagonist points.
sure, he's not trying to use it against you.
Because he's just moving it.
He's
Fair.
just moving it.
So I
So-
actually can't even use antagonist points on it then.
And he's not trying to mess with you. He's just protecting his own pinnacle art by throwing an endless inventory in front of the thing you want to hit.
Does he stop trying to use contact, or
No, he's using contacts behind the sacrificial wall of force. So you can't just smack it. You have to cut through just a giant bundle of stuff every time. And it gives him enough time to pull contact away or dismiss it in between each strike. He's basically giving
Okay.
himself a screen. And the fun part is he's not coming into contact with you. He's coming into contact with a trigger, something he recognizes. Then he uses contact as a periphery point somewhere around your immediate threat squares and makes a sword cut from there, and then it's gone. And all that's left is
so
a
if he's
bunch
not
of cut
directly
swords.
doing it,
Yeah, he's not directly doing it.
I'll just use force to force myself out of the way of each of the cuts then.
Why have you done this? Yeah, you force your way out of the way. It's a bit jarring.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
every time you use force to move yourself out of the way, he has a contact point to then
Fine.
make a cut at you. So you're basically on this like bumper car of like bing, 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 bing.
I'll use the pinnacle art of perception to not be disoriented by this.
Sure.
And I don't know how long this is going to last, but
It just goes until you change the scene because he just continues to do it.
this isn't taking my resources. This, I guess,
It's not.
eventually takes his, technically speaking.
No,
Just
at
not-
one point he stops putting power into it and he just uses constantly recyclable resources and stuff that uses no action economy.
Yep.
So you're basically
where we're
two
at.
people who just seems to have endless turns so long as certain conditions are met. Back and forth.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
utilize perception to be right behind him with a teleport from sound.
You fool! He has already cut you.
Has he?
Actually, you tell me, because you do teleport behind him. He doesn't recognize perception per se, but he has studied you.
Hmm.
And as a sword scholar, he will get the trigger that you teleport behind him, and he does slash at you.
Okay. I will parry it with nothing.
You fool. You've used that too many times. He now knows what to look for. He does something no swordsman would do. He makes the sword swipe, lets go of the sword, and then finishes the sword swipe by summoning another sword from their spatial ring further down.
What second defense?
No!
I'm going to
What
parry
second?
that with another rapier in my other hand.
God damn it. All right.
And with the riposte, I will strike his sword power. Because he's a tier 10 swordsman, that has TPS.
It does, yes. I'm just gonna retreat. Gonna dodge. Is there a negative?
There is a negative 100. That's yay.
Inconsequential. You guys are
Yeah,
back
no.
and forth. Nothing is happening. He can't beat nothing, but he also is at level 10 swordsman with all your pinnacles besides perception.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'll just develop another pinnacle here.
Oh god damn it.
Because I can just keep refilling my insights with Wombo Combo.
Question: is he really a tier 10 swordsman?
Yes, we discussed differences that may happen.
Okay, just because how does he have contact as well as tier? You use
That's-
contact to make that. If you use the 10 years
Yeah,
with
the 10 years.
contact,
That
and-
is the time device that was used to summon this copy, because he would have come in with no copy, because nothing would have destroyed it. So
Gotcha. So there was a different. There's
Vicarious
a difference in timings. Gotcha. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that. I
used
apologize.
a-
Continue.
time artifact to spin up a copy of him from a different timeline where he still got the pinnacles.
Yeah.
But instead of nothing, he got swordsmanship instead.
Gotcha.
I'm going to utilize perception. I'm going to begin analyzing his sword scholar techniques of how he's learning
Uh,
as this is happening.
yeah. As you do that, you end up into a sound war. So when you try and analyze, he throws up disruptive frequencies, and you have to decode them to break through the chaff. And it's just this constant static screen of, I'm not going to let you look. He's also now going to leverage in and go, I'm a tier 10 swordsman. The only thing that you can block with is that nothing, but if I cut you and you can't block it, because you have to use actual manual movement, he's a tier 10 swordsman. That's 10 levels of you don't get to defend. I think I'll use that. Because you know the difference between like the swordsmanship tiers of where like if you are fighting a higher tier weapon practitioner, they get
Mhm.
significant advantages over you. Well, here's 10 levels. You have 0.
Mhm.
He's just gonna hit you.
Excellent. I'm going to reduce that TPS to 0, and it's a direct attack.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm going to use force to, let's see. He's
Force
just
to counter
hitting.
force, contact to counter contact. You can see it coming. He's gonna neutralize yours with his.
Okay, split second defense.
Sure.
I'm going to use nature magic to move those parts of my body out of the way, like not there.
That requires a roll, and nature magic is not very quick. It also is excruciatingly
isn't-
painful.
Oh,
Usually, nature magic used on the fly it takes a while. Because you still have to shift all of those parts of your body around.
what if I don't care about what happens after it? I just want my rapier to be in the way of that cut. So we're going to force
if-
everything through without any care
If
of.
you want to break every bone in your body to intercept it, feel free.
But like he can just pull away from the strike, I suppose.
Yes, he can.
So that doesn't
Yes.
help at all.
Yeah, this is where that level 10 swordsman, like sword scholar, is starting to push the fight towards his side. But he also doesn't have nothing, so he's got to be very careful anytime you put any defense any which direction.
Where is he cutting?
Your back. But he's cutting
my
you forward, but the cut
Well,
will be
yeah.
on your back.
I mean, I can do a similar thing, but okay.
Would you like to think?
I would.
Back to Poe. You there, bud?
Oh, go for Poe.
So, what's going on there, bud?
Well, in between the beatings that Chunpo is getting here, I feel like the aspect of either don't get hit or be strong enough that the hit doesn't apply to you or doesn't really do anything has been my go-to. However, I could also just pin him down.
Sure.
But I was
You have to
also
defend yourself first.
yes.
But also,
What if I just tried to dodge every attack?
I mean, if you have the reactions for it.
Oh, I have, I believe, 3 reactions.
Aren't you like combination blow master? He's gonna overwhelm your reactions almost instantly.
Yep.
Because he's got that good combination blow. He's got those rapid strikes. He's got energy.
He should be able. He should currently be able to do how many fucking attacks was it that I calculated?
In addition to all of the attacks each of the limbs /
Yeah.
branches are doing. You are not a retreat. Your retreat is through the enemy.
Yes. And if he's
Forward.
powered himself up with every retreat through the enemy, if he's powered himself up with temp actions, which is very nice and actually solves some issues that I was running into of, all right, well, I have a maximum possible combination, but I didn't have enough. Yeah, he has definitely enough. Part of me is wondering if he is considered poisonous at this time, or if Devourer eliminates poison inside the body, because of just like, hypothetically,
Well,
if he
does.
is poison, I could eat him.
Huh? Yeah, of course he's poisonous. He's
So,
a practitioner of the poisonless manual, so he's extremely poisonous. He's got the 9 delusions, 5 grandeurs in him.
5 grandeurs. Yeah.
Yeah. He absolutely is poisonous. You're not just gonna eat my mirror reflection, are you?
I feel like that's not what the thing wants to do, because also he could just do that to me.
My fault as a GM. I didn't even think of that. So, not off the table. I'm just sitting there going, I'm just going to beat you up with your own swordsmanship. And you're like, I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, you boosted yourself up really big there. You're pumped full of
Oh my
poison.
gosh.
So
I have
much so.
I have the perfect short for you. Because I just watched this yesterday. Okay. I'm going to send this to you.
What'd you? Yeah. What'd you
Actually, I'll
watch?
put it in the channel.
Okay.
Where did I put it?
But that's one way that I could see myself dealing with him. Which is hilarious, because it feels very reminiscent to sending Tree Buddy to eat all of my big problems.
Yeah, they're trying to beat you up. You're like, damn, I'm hungry. All right, I'll put this in the channel. I watched this just a couple days ago, and this is all that's running through my head when you're like, I'm gonna eat tonight. What is your last?
I've seen this one.
Go ahead and give that a watch, each of you. That all that's going through my head is the guard is the copy of you fighting you, and you're sitting there going, I'm just gonna eat you. I'm gonna slurp you up. Mama chunks.
Just actively fighting, or him actively beating me up. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna eat you. Wait, what?
Wait, what? It's like the chaotic barbarian moments. Like, you'll make a fine set of bagpipes, and it's like, wait, what? Oh, I'll
love
introduce
that
you to that
barbarian
after
too.
session. You will.
I know exactly which one that one is, and I love that guy.
Yeah.
I think because I didn't have an answer to every reaction, like I tried to fight back, and then I just keep getting hit more and more, and my anger goes up. Yeah, no, I think Chun Po snaps a little bit and just grabs him and devours. Starts
Well,
eating him.
he's also going to realize, hey, I should probably do this too. So it is going to be
That's fair.
the great sock contest. Whoever can eat the other first wins. You have the advantage because he
We
was
also
not
heal each
expecting it.
other. Gotcha. Yeah, we also
And you're
heal each other.
basically, let's call it one step ahead.
Okay. I'm one step ahead of him currently.
So it's whoever gets to 10
Um,
points first. He'll start at 0, you'll start at 1.
Whoever gets to 10 first.
Mhm.
Okay.
So we're going to kind of mosey on down the list. So you are ahead. What is your strategy? So I know kind of what you're up to. I have my strategy in mind too.
My roots entangle and sink into him.
Sure.
So, like, my roots basically. You ever seen vines wrap around other plants that
Yeah,
are like invasive
kudzu.
vines wrap around plants?
Or mistletoe, yeah.
It's doing, yeah. I'm doing that, and then sinking into, and I'm thinking tree have technically Tree Buddy eats it, and then I grabbed it off, but I am trying to use these roots to as mouths as well, almost flincing tree style mouths, to get extra devour attacks on him.
Okay.
And I've got some resource pool I can target a couple of different things. Gift of the Deep Forest and where's
Because he doesn't have merit. So anything you got in your adapts is something they don't got.
yeah.
So his plan is to, while in the middle of devouring, he's just going to stab you over and over again with the sword and also each of the
Mhm.
vines / branches. He's going to use it to devour through the plant, but it's also going to be stab, stab, stab. So he's going to try and like bleed you out and do catastrophic damage as you're fighting, so that even
Right.
if he's behind, he's just going to wear you out, and you're never going to make it to the finish line because you'll be dead. But you're also
Understood.
strangling him with your own, so it's not going as well. Because the longer the fight goes on, the less he can do, because you're also encircling him. So it's kind of a
I hypothetically, let's see, that's Poison Vault, but that is where I kept track of the pages here. Intermediary level. Okay, no, I did all that. Erosion of Foundation, Banishing of Talent is the next chapter. I can't do that. I don't have, let's see. Study the breath, study the where. That's the pages. Okay. Poison Lust book. Okay. So Poison Lust was the type of stuff that I was using. I think I want to spirit select Poison Lust Devour technique to when because in this specific he roided himself up with Bane. I want to eat that out. God damn it. Nope, this is recorded. Hang on, I have to word myself. I would like to, as I'm devouring from Shadow Chun post poison, I am actively hitting actions.
okay.
Hello? Was I
He's
able
back.
to be heard there? Oh,
You're
okay.
very muffly for me, so I just backed out and came back in. So,
It was with everybody, I
No,
think.
I see.
It's on the side.
okay.
Okay. Do you catch what I tried to do?
Somewhat, yeah.
As I am devout, because I am technically poisoned, we are both kind of in the cycle. I want to make, or I'm trying to, or do I make? I either have to stop him from eating me, or I make it to where I
Eat him faster.
devour more from him faster. Yeah, I either eat him or I stop him from eating me. I believe I have to eat him faster. Can I was trying to do something to where, because he's devoured, or he has eaten like 100 bottles, and I was going to try and target those specific poisons, and then as like devour them before they have run the course out, or like run their course through him, because like technically all the poisons would be temporary; they're not permanent additions. So I want to take the fact he took the poison and eat it, and then add that effect to me. I'm not entirely very niche, and like you're all if you're fighting a poison, or hypothetically it could be any medicine, or like any if hey, you took a pill, all right, well I ate it out of you because I qualified it as poison.
Yeah, well, he ate a ton of elixirs, which makes him even more poisonous. And he's on that Bane juice, so Yeah, no, he's full of tasty goodies. So
How would you like this written down as the me?
and no, if you're
Um,
sacrificing health and defense for just speed, he doesn't stab you
Mhm.
enough times before you've got your mouth around him. Because I went with the
Okay.
approach of I'm just gonna wear you out, and then eventually I'm gonna win a battle of attrition. You were like, "Fuck defense, I'm hungry."
Get in my belly.
Uh, you know what? Bull, go first, do ag. You will be reduced down to 5 critical health. So your health bar is
Okay.
spent. You'll have to regenerate that somehow. Actually, you have incredible regen. You're fine, but you took 5 critical damage.
I took
Hi,
10
Mr.
critical
Poe.
damage if I'm down to 5.
Yeah, you took 5. And
Okay.
you took
I
5.
took 5.
If you have a larger critical health pool, you have more health.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Poe. You ate him. I was not ready for that. Well done. And as you eat him, a mirror appears. A big, tall, personal mirror. Yeah, no, that was really creative. Well done. I was gonna use all sorts of cool swordsmanship and poisons, and then I forgot that the base of what you are is a devourer. All right. Do make a note. To gain the benefits of eating the
Yes.
other you have to refine it. So
Mhm.
you've eaten it, you just haven't digested
Okay.
it. And there'll be some goodies, but you can do that
Okay.
another time.
It's a good thing you know you, so you can refine it pretty easily.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Lar, you're up.
Good job, Chumpo.
Got bamboozled.
I'm gonna go tell my fiance that. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you bamboozled me. All right, Mr. Johnny. Wingin' Monray. Man of flames and passion. Swordsman extraordinaire.
Yeah, it's not easy to fight against yourself when you do 25 times 5 attacks with Cookout.
See, that's why I got rid of my Cascade ability for this fight.
Huh.
Yeah, I can see that. It's like, oh, I wanted that when you walked in. It's like, too bad.
Yeah, I can do paracognition most of the time.
Sure. Yeah.
But
That's
that
good.
only does 29 out of the 125. Right, so there's that. I can modify
Well,
paracognition at least, I guess,
are
with
each
merit.
of the individual are the attacks each individual that require their own roll? Or is it one attack that's a blitz, where one attack equals X DOS and you score a bunch of hits as one roll?
Let me read it out. Cascade replaces the flow. Flow acts as one, blah, blah, blah. Techniques with Cascade quirk allow the chain into any Cascade quirk equal to their weapon skill bonus if the characteristic necessary resources to do so. So, in other words, Cascade means you're doing the cookout multiple times.
Yes. How many
So
hits per cookout? You
it's
said
5. It's extra attack 5. Right.
okay, and you have to roll for each of those extra
Fellowship.
attacks.
You have to roll fellowship for each attack. Yeah. Or just
Okay.
just the first one. Well, it's there's no auto hit, so yeah, you'd have to do each extra attack hit plus a fellowship attack
Okay, so that's
at a minus 50.
Sure.
which
you
isn't
can
very
just
much.
ignore that.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to get at is for blitz attacks, it makes one
Yeah.
dice roll. Even if it scores a bunch of hits, it's still one dice roll. If you score enough DOS on your defense, you don't need multiple reactions. You just need to score enough DOS to get out of the way because you're trying to compare it to one attack roll.
Uh,
But if it's each attack requires an individual roll, then you have to spend a reaction for each.
yeah. Basic attack. I guess that's where it comes down to. The definition of basic attack, because to me, you're
Base attack
doing
is one hit, one roll.
one hit, one roll, which means you have 5 of them. So one hit, one
So-
roll 5 times
Mhm.
per cascade.
That's it. So you do roll individually for each hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that
So-
is nasty, Johnny.
Yeah.
Damn.
So the easy way out is hard in that case. There's
Do you have
no
a teleport?
not that I can use. I mean, I do have one. I do have one instance I can utilize for a
It'll
teleport.
get you out of here because he's. The blade doesn't follow a teleport, so it's like I'm gonna use a reaction teleport. Mid swing. The guy doesn't just yeet himself at you still mid swing to your
Yeah.
teleport.
Yeah. So it's my once per encounter blessing from duality is what that is.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to teleport, sure. That'll get you out of dodge. At least for now.
Yeah.
Because I'll break Cascade and chase you.
Yeah, so that's a half action free action used on his part then. That's cool. Yeah. So
Yes. So
I teleport from my shadow to another. I don't even know if there's any other shadows in this white space though, besides behind him.
there are not, no.
So there's
Said
literally
your
only one
own.
option.
You have your own shadow.
But he's still gonna hit me though. It's like,
Hey-ya!
yeah. All right. So my once per encounter, shadow swap.
You appear behind him. Ominously.
So thing about my adapt is that I can use 25 in a turn. But I can't use both. The one thing I was thinking of doing was making the conflicts I wanted on Fate's Vessel. Because I have 50 in my adapt pools. But it's not doable per se for what I would have to extend my turns. I have to survive a little bit longer before I could even do something with it. I had some cool ideas with each one of the legendary qualities, but even now, I don't think that's the best. I mean, it'd be cool to do. Like, obviously, I could get something out of it. And I might be able to help this situation, but
Where
I'm
does
still
it
dealing.
lead to?
It leads to allowing my fate to give me something I wouldn't have access to otherwise. Because right now I have power line abilities, but I don't have any power to utilize. But with a conflux, I might be able to get something with it. But again, I can't do it in a full turn. I need to spread it out into 2 if I wanted to do it in the first place. Complex is always my go-to, but this is something I've been thinking about for a long time. But I've never put pen and paper for the mechanics I want out of it, because Fate's Vessel was something new. It's the vessel for the complex I'm going to build, but it's not the it's not what I want. So let's take a step back then. I do my my movement. I get behind the shadow of my shadow mirror reflection. I like this idea of putting the neck sight inside my sword, because I kind of want to be able to defend myself, and also keep my my sword alive, because I don't want Cooney's sword to be destroyed from a strike with the neck sight, because that's what I'm seeing happening if I
Mhm.
if I don't do something with it. So
Well, he's using Cooney's sword to channel the neck sight.
yeah. I'm going to copy what he's doing.
It's not as hard as you imagine. Requires 1 narrative point to pull off what he did. He used a different method, but if you just
Okay.
want to
All right.
instinctively
This
do
this
it,
is fine. This is fine. I am going to use a temp narrative point to do it, and use one of my luck points.
my man, I'll do.
Because I got rid of all my resources besides my luck
This
points. So
thing is like holding a on your sword, and we're like, whoa, this is so cool.
You cut out there.
I'm so sad.
Oh jeez, no.
This is like holding and I'm like, holding
Yeah,
what, Matt?
holding a live wire, a lightning bolt in your hand.
Yeah.
You haven't felt this sensation or like this power ever
Yeah.
since your first PowerPoint you put.
Right. Okay. Well, I have a weapon now. But I need to get the most out of this. I also need to keep myself alive. I also know about the speed aspects that Lar Mirror has in his mouth. I also realize that I could. Well, actually, I don't even know if you remember this. Maybe I'll keep it shut, because honestly, I don't even know why I'm still alive. If this is just a way to die, because there's a way that my mirror can just end it all. But I don't really know what the whole point of this thing is. So maybe, but he's burning his life force away. So, but maybe that's just an aspect of being able to, because it can.
It's a mirror. It doesn't have the normal consequences that you have in doing extreme acts.
Yeah.
It's also part of the consequence of coming in with a cheese strategy.
Yeah.
But he's still bottomed out on the other stuff. So he's got key and sword power.
Yeah.
I'm also leaning on your swordsmanship style.
Mhm.
Fighting is not necessarily for killing, it's for enjoyment.
Yes.
He could go all out and just try and take you out on the spot. That's not the point. That's not you. This is why those sword questions were so important. If you were a ruthless marauder, that means justify the end.
Yeah.
Then
Seems kind of like what my version of me is doing.
yeah, well, unfortunately, you are being taught by Vicarious, and you didn't get to do the sword fun tenets.
Well, and my character explicitly said, "I'm going to kill you," as one of the first things that they said.
Exactly. But that's because it's an alternative timeline copy. He's going to take you out for transgressions against us.
How dare you?
Yeah.
So I have a
How
question.
dare you? Yeah. Okay.
Demonic sword technique. Embrace the love. So I'm at my default is at 3. Now my question is though, I have a minus 90 to willpower test to control myself. Is that increased by 30 every love meter point, or is it only
Mhm.
always okay? Yeah. Okay. Let's
He's
do
got a
some
very
quick.
excited look on his face when he's attacking you.
Excellent. So just as a thought, so max is 30, right? I mean 60 as my I'm pretty sure it's 60 because I had max is 10, mixtape was 10, increases by plus 20 per every tier. Right, so that should be 60 total. So 60 times 30.
It's a sizable number.
Right? So that's the negative it is at 60 love meter.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do 290 plus 299 plus 2. So 290, 299.
Which you scheming over there, bruh?
I'm just wondering what max love looks like, honestly, because I was curious to see if it was like 90 per or if it's, but now I know that it's 30 per. And it's like halfway almost. I was just wondering if I should get in a love battle with this mirror image of myself, or should try something different. I still want to fight myself and learn more about myself, and that's what I feel like is the. Besides being able to say, "Hey, you beat yourself" as a checkbox to the path, and completing the opportunity. And you've given me a negative. Is that when I get hit or just to hit myself? You said 75 or up? What was that
That's
about?
for the next site. It's if 1 through 75
Yeah.
causes immediate destruction. 76 or higher, you just get hit with a normal power field.
Gotcha.
So it uses the intrinsic field rules, which is most of the time, 75% of the time, the object's destroyed.
Yeah. Because to me, this is a meaningful fight, and this is the type of thing I want to utilize to improve my sword.
Sure.
I only have 9 key remaining after doing that strike. I'm at currently. I'm at 1 fatigue. I think this is a great
You walk
opportunity.
in with the fatigue.
No, I was at 0 when I came in.
Okay.
I gained a fatigue for doing even further beyond.
Mm.
So I am going to do a surge and nearing flawless to hit the sword in Miralar's hand.
Yeah. Are you trying to hit the actual like hand part?
No, the sword itself.
Oh, you're just yeah. Your sword collides and connects with the neck sight. The unfortunate part is the neck sight, especially colliding with another neck sight. There's no room for failure in this energy reaction.
Right.
So the blade cannot accumulate failure so long as you hit the neck sight part.
Right.
But only the blade portion has it. So if you hit him anywhere else, you accrue
Failure.
failure and fumble.
Or fumble.
But the
yes.
same for
yeah.
him. He can't
Yes.
accrue failure or fumble on you colliding with neck sight. You know, technically, this is a very deadly game of who rolls the fumble chance first. Because if you cut him or he cuts you with that neck sight blade, there's not enough defenses on your sheet to
Yeah.
stop the damage.
Yeah.
So is that the fight you're going for? You're just gonna fight to see who fumbles first?
It's a I like that idea, but that's not what I was going for. I was more
Oh.
going for a love situation where I can really refine my love for the in Cooney's blade that she's given me.
Sure.
Neck sight versus neck sight, a meaningful fight. Because I never got to do it. It only was scraped and whatnot versus Eclipse. But here I'm fighting against myself, what it means to be me, and fighting for my life. And
Well,
yeah,
let's do an exchange.
okay.
You do a move, I do a move. Then we roll fumble. Whoever rolls fumble first loses. We start at
Okay.
1%, and every exchange we go up by 1%.
Okay.
So I'm good.
One D
Gotta
100.
roll
Yeah.
98 or
99.
less. 99 and 100's bad. Nice. All right. The love increases for both parties. As you crank up the love, he will too.
Yeah.
And it's just blow after blow, exchange after exchange. It's kind of like that, kind of like a huge fight scene where you guys kind of flitter and flutter around the.
Yeah.
It's hard to track with your eyes. You only see this just massive shockwaves of energy as the blades clash.
Yeah. This is also something and I'm sure you realize it too, but having a chance to do neck sight versus neck sight is very interesting. And I'll probably have to, depending on what happens here. So yeah,
Cooney's blade is holding out despite the power running through it because it was designed for power efficiency and power channels and circuits.
Yeah.
All right. Follow me into the horizon, Johnny. Another round.
So I'm doing 97 this time.
Nope.
I'm doing 98 as well. Okay.
Yeah, you just mirror me.
Okay.
All right. The battle intensifies. He's starting to get a bit of an edge because he has power and you don't.
Right. But I have
So-
fate. And
But you do have fate.
yeah.
Fight me! Rolled real good.
I see that.
Further. Oh, that was a little closer on the spicy side.
My 33.
Ooh. Can you You feeling lucky, Johnny? You feeling that luck run through your veins?
93, eh? It's my birth year.
Congrats.
Sure. On the 9?
No! Go ahead and roll to see if you also blunder.
We should do it together, Matt.
Yes! Which means we both strike each other and we both misjudge and we both lose. Unless you have shenanigans. Because he had power, you had fate.
Yeah, I can.
This is your chance for fate.
I can re-roll your.
But I think you'll roll higher.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh! Damn it. There's a moment where you zig, but you meant to zag, and he thought you were going to zig as well, and you're like, and there was no contact with his blade as you finished your swipe, as if you were just swinging it normally. Swing it through air. There's no resistance when the next hit passes through the other Lar.
We got down to 92. It wasn't very many, but it was something.
Yeah.
So is that an 8 times 30 love then? Are we at 8 love level? Is that what that would be? Okay.
Yeah. You guys were swinging harder and faster and moving more quickly and more ferociously, and eventually something gave out, and that was the fumble that was building up.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny. It's a win for you, man.
Okay. I will accept my win, even though I was ready for the failure. But when the failure turned into death, I was like, well, I can't do that anymore.
Right. Got homie. Got for me.
Talking to me still?
Yeah, you're talking to
Lyron.
Lyron? Okay, he's striking at my back, yes?
Mm-hmm. Well, he's striking everywhere, but yeah, the first strike is going to be at your back.
Okay. I'd like to make an aura.
Oh, an aura? That's
aura.
spicy. All right. What about how you do it?
It about my sound shields. And I'm going to be able to make patches of nothing on my sound shields.
Okay.
I'm going to do this. I'm also going to utilize perception to make it imperceptible, give it insidious for the portion of the shield that is, or his strike that's
Problem
happening
being, you're having it touch your sound. The sound does not hold it. It's not enough structure.
It just needs to exist for the moment of contact, which I can utilize perception and contact to
He's
make it.
nullifying your contact with his contact.
I'm not targeting him with my contact, and my shield portion there is insidious.
Hmm.
And
Which is a pretty taxing thing to do.
sure,
Because it's easy to channel it through your arm to a sword.
Mhm.
saying no, but we gotta put cost on it
Fair.
for trigger use. It would make a passive auric defense that you can just, if you can perceive it, and you can pay for the trigger charge, then technically it'll just. It is nothing, so I am going to charge you 10 fatigue and 1 critical health per activation.
Okay, deal. Works.
All right. Well, it's Insidious. He completes that swing and realizes, whoops.
When it hits his sword power or his swordsmanship.
Yeah, it does. Well, I figured this fight was going to break quickly once you made any major change. Because nothing hits his swordsmanship, and then that breaks apart, and there's a lot of power in that swordsmanship, so he explodes.
Okay.
Which means he explodes all over you.
I will utilize contact now that he is no longer utilizing contact to have it wash around me.
Okay, there you go. Well, now you know what to watch out for. People explode if you take them apart.
We're good.
Right?
We're good. Luckily, my critical health is also an energy pool. So we'll cycle through some resources to restore that.
Sure. Do you want to do the next part?
I do, but Poe finished first.
Sure. But doesn't matter.
Fine. Yeah, I'll do the next part.
I know. Just trying to pick. Or do I want this soundtrack? No, this one.
Thank goodness for perception.
Yeah, that was kind of goated.
Yeah, I built a pinnacle art on my way down. I can only do that once every like 2 weeks because I was told not to do that too often for pinnacle art getting, but
You are now in the mirror. And it is time to see if some reflections are interested. All right. Make some rolls here in the background. Huh. So you guys actually meet up in the same spot, and you guys are kind of clustered together.
oh, it looks like you had a nice meal.
I didn't know that. I got a little angry. And didn't know I could do that, but yeah, that was a lot. That was also very enlightening. And I ponder the exact number of what it would, just how much I could attack when push comes to shove.
Poe has learned advanced cannibalism.
Mhm. All right. There are silhouettes in darkness that kind of crowd the space around you. And eventually, as it takes them time to discuss amongst themselves who will step forward, Several do. Poe, you're the first in.
Okay.
Several show interest, but one holds up a hand and the others kind of cower away and kind of steps forward. Still shrouded in that dark.
Hmm.
I challenge you, little maw. You had what it took. Eat. And you recognized food for food. Challenge you to see how big your appetite truly is. Do you accept?
No, I've had my fill.
So be it. And they step back. Lar. Two people step forward.
Oh,
Two
One
people.
is
I said fuck because I was just like, oh, only one, and I said no. Damn.
do you want to say yes instead? Because they shoot away the others like you don't get an opinion. They basically force themselves to the front. And this is
Okay.
basically the only person who is going to challenge you because they scared away their others.
Mm.
I'll
Oh,
let
that's.
you undo that if you'd like. But this,
I do apologize. I didn't realize that it was only. I thought another person would eventually walk up, but if it's only one, only one.
okay. I'm gonna get the lineup for it,
I-
but I do gotta hustle a little early. I'm only gonna call
Okay,
it 3
sorry.
hours today because I was a little late, and we have some 4th of July stuff that I have to go mosey on to, and then I got work tonight.
Mhm. Which
So-
I was driving around a whole lot yesterday. I don't really want to go. Thanks for the
Yeah.
invite.
Absolutely. And you got a big trip again tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yep.
Yeah.
Yas. Play.
Yas slay. Okay. You'll be okay, Poe. I think. You can fight this person. I believe in you. You got this. Just beat them up.
Okay. All right. I can. I believe I can do that. Well, depending on the person, but yeah, I do. I am confident that I know how to fight, or I will learn by next session.
I believe in you. So you'll accept their offer for challenge?
Yes.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. I feel such a nefarious person. Being a villainous GM.
It is a fun time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Your opponent, the foremost expert in devouring on all paths, all who drinks the path, all who devours the path, the great path vampire and devourer, disciple of Jormungand.
Okay.
Slides you over a little bit. You know, we're going to put you over here. This is your little matchup corner. All right, Lar, you have two dudes. One is very much a swordsman, and the other doesn't look like they have any weapons. And that's just the silhouette. One has their hands on one of three swords, and the other guy has their palms together like they're praying like a monk. They would like to challenge you. The swordsman wants to challenge your swordsmanship. The monk wants to test your resolve and commitment to the path. Who do you want to fight? These are going to be mismatched fights.
Yeah. No, I get that.
However, you don't have to beat them to win. Just remember, oftentimes they're trying to test something or trying to teach you something. But you do have to pick carefully.
Just wondering if I go against the strongest one.
You don't know which one's stronger.
Oh, I do.
The monk could be stronger.
The
The
monk is the
swordsman could be
stronger.
stronger.
The monk is the strongest. I know that for a fact.
What? How can you be sure? How do you
This is
know?
Monk. Look how hard he's
gut,
praying.
My gut is telling me.
He's mastered the art of the Qigong machine.
I mean, the
See it in his
swordsman
eyes.
has a fancy hat, a dope ass cloak / poncho, and he's got 3 swords.
3
Sounds like he's
swords.
compensating.
Damn. I've been found out.
Test my resolve, eh?
Duh.
Welcome back.
Hope I didn't top out.
Sure, I can come with you
Squad.
guys.
Squad.
Yeah.
Tell
No, we
Allie
can't do
squad.
Squad, Allie. Squad.
Damn. I can't hear it.
Triple love squad.
Quad. So with the Pinnacle Art of Perception, I can see insidious things as long as its TPS is lower than mine, probably, right?
You can't tell until they have stepped forward.
No. I figure I wouldn't be able to tell what these things are. But I was just
with
curious.
perception, if you're able to read enough of them, yeah, you can tell the TPS that they got. You picked some really goofy, very powerful combo stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so
We got Monk, Devour Man.
yeah,
Slay.
quite slay. All right. Well, that's just for Lar. You get 1 opponent. Do you take his offer?
Do I know what they look like?
They're an enormous, towering, but rather thin individual, probably 10 meters tall. They carry an enormous halberd, and it looks like they're wearing plate mail.
Oh, heck yeah.
All right. Your opponent, I'm going to move you over to the right here so you're going to have a little, like, this is my little corner. You are going to be entreated upon by the forest felling lord.
You didn't have to. He's so big.
So
Yes.
huge. Wow. That's your opponent?
I don't know if that's a thing to be
He's
happy
going
about.
to teach you his martial arts so that when you find him on the path, he can kill you. And
Yep.
it'll be a better fight. And if you put up a poor fight, he's going to teach you even more. and send you on your way so that by the time you meet him again, hopefully you are a better fight.
I'm jealous. You get the Force Felling Lord.
There's more than one Felling Lord. The players in the afternoon game found the Wheat Felling Lord, so there's more than one.
Who's like this is the first I have seen or heard of, or no, I didn't even get to meet him. Or do I? We're all here together, sort of still.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
in the same area.
Okay. What is that? My guy, I feel, is very terrifying, and then I'm just like, oh, whoa.
Wow, got some nice armor there, big guy.
Eastern style armor is pathetic. Western plate mail is much more protective.
It suits you well.
Got him.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mr. Lar, make your choice. Come on, you know you want to make your choice.
Testing my resolve on the path, eh?
And your resilience.
And my resilience. Yes.
But the other one's like, you look like a fun fight with the sword. I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna sword fight you.
The question is, it is a Buddhist monk?
You don't know. He could also be a Buddhist demonic monk. Or something contradictory and pedantic.
Yeah.
What you gonna pick, eh?
I'll go for, so there's two, sides of this. One is the swordsman would be better for Lar sword-wise, obviously, and the sword is Lar's way to prop up everything else around him. The monk is better Dao wise and maybe more flame internal wise. Also might be more of a Dao battle, or could be something more related to, it's related to the path either way. It's more of just, is it specialized or is it broad? Specialized being the sword, broad being, I don't know what could happen on the, trying to decide if I fight a monk or a swordsman, Allie.
As soon as you pick the monk, he just comes up and starts punching you in the face.
That's pretty much it. It's your resolve on the path. Do you want to keep going? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure about that?
I'm sorry.
This is not what I expected.
Fuck.
Do you think you can win a fight like that?
Well, it's not.
I don't know
Right now,
that-
it's not a matter of winning the fight. You
It's
win
a matter
by
of
other
personal
means.
choice. I'm fighting myself again right now. It's
Like,
just
what do you want to learn out of it?
yeah. I'll pick the monk because I think they're going to be a stronger fight. That's the reason
Okay.
why I'm going to pick them. It's going to make me think harder compared to something that I'm going to do with myself, even though maybe I need to take. Yeah, it's just I'm wondering about my Star Child opportunity with time, space, and causality. I feel like causality is more karma based monk. Yeah, I think I made the right choice. I'll go with the monk. I talked myself into it.
The Felling Lord didn't say he wanted to fight me. He said he wanted to teach me, right?
Yes, he's just gonna forcibly teach you his martial arts, which is it's not kind of, it's like, that's super fucking taboo. You don't just force your martial arts onto somebody, but he's going to.
I was hoping I would get the Felling Lord. You lucky dog.
Yeah, no, he shouldn't have. He's so kind.
Matt just likes you more. I understand.
I know, right? Hey, I managed to win without attack or successfully hitting my opponent once.
Nice.
Unfortunate. I guess technically Chunpo did too. He fucking ate him. Or did you actually hit your opponent before you decided to eat him?
I had reactions that I attacked, but he just then kept hitting. Like, it's a level of, like, I can only do so much. I run out of actions, and then he still has actions.
Don't mean to cut you guys off quickly, but I gotta hustle.
Yep.
Your monk
Finish
is
session.
the path simulation, burns the dry grass, clearing for the era.
Oh, that's terrifying. Well, you enjoy your blood. That is on the timekeeping device.
Yes, on that clock tower. Yes. All right.
All right. Cheers, guys. Till next time.
Till next time. In the meantime, I will send you the thing, Casey. Because if he's going to forcibly teach you martial arts, you have some reading to do. So let me.
I just get it. Got it. And I can still use.
Yes.
He's got to get going.
Passion of 4 elements, right?
Yes.